Get it loading. What's going on, fellas? What's happening, G's? All right, let's get a bit of focus. All right, let's get this thing started, man. Today is gonna be fun, man. Today is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, fun, fun. All right, G's. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. Give me a one. Everybody in the chat, if the audio is good. Give me a two if I'm silent. If you can't hear me or if it's bad, give me a two. If it's good, give me a one. Let's get started, fellas. Let's get started. Saturday night, Saturday night. Let's get it rocking. Oh, all right. Let's see. So, fellas, today, we're going to talk about red flags that you need to be 100% aware of if you're thinking about dating a woman in today's modern world. All right, guys, let's get started. Let's get started. So, before we get started, couple of announcements, guys. Couple of announcements. Memberships. All right, fellas. Membership, exclusive memberships. I've been uploading videos. I think I uploaded 3 videos last week, and we also did a live last week, members only live, a Q&A body game live. So if you're not already a member, obviously a lot of people are not already because this is a new thing on the channel. If you're not already a member, go ahead, go check out the perks. All right, guys, you're gonna get exclusive badges, members only badges on the channel. So for live feeds, comment on videos, also members only videos and members only live streams. All right, guys, way more exclusive. The last live stream, we had a few people. Every single question got answered when it came to body game. All right, fellas. This past week and weekend, I've been doing a few coaching calls every single day. All right, guys, 1 or 2, maybe 3 coaching calls every single day. So if you have not already booked a coaching call and you need one-on-one help, make that a priority. All right, guys, I get guys DMing me 3 to 4, maybe 5 DMs a day with questions and specific questions. I'm talking about paragraph long questions, um, trying to get advice. All right, fellas. Now, I will be honest. If I don't know anything about you, I can't really answer specific questions. All right, fellas. That means we're gonna have this long back and forth dialogue in the DM, trying to figure stuff out. Versus you book a call to where you have 100% attention and you get 100% clarity on what you need to know and what you need to get better at. All right, fellas, whether that's body game, whether that's getting women, attraction, body language, masculinity, being the best version of yourself, whatever it is, that's what the coaching calls are for. All right, guys. And in the coaching calls, it's one on one. I'm straight to the point. I'm going to give it to you real. There's no sugarcoating, no telling you what you want to hear. I'm not stroking or boosting your ego. I'm going to tell you the truth so you can become better. All right, fellas. But anyway, let's get it started, fellas. All right. Now, today, obviously, if you saw the title of the live stream, all right, guys, I'm about to give you 15 red flags that you need to avoid. All right, fellas. And this is a thing about this whole red flag thing. All right, guys. I'm going to give you 15. All right, fellas. And I'm going to put them up on the board so you guys can see them. You can reflect them. You can take notes. You can look back in your text thread and see which women in your text thread has these red flags. But the main point about these red flags, guys, if a woman has any of these red flags, it does not mean you should necessarily cut her out your life, disregard her, reject her, delete her, block her, whatever. I'm not saying that. All right, guys. Now, disclaimer: if she has at least three or more of these red flags, you should probably have nothing to do with these women. All right, guys, nothing to do with them. If I put these things on the board, all right, guys, and if you can circle three of these red flags that I'm gonna list today, and a woman that you're dealing with has at least three or more, all right, guys, she's probably not a woman you need to be dealing with. Now, disclaimer: this is only for men who want to be the best versions of themselves. This is only for men who want to avoid unnecessary problems and issues in life that most men have to deal with. This is only for men who want to become top tier men. All right, guys, men who want to become substantial men in society, men who want to be successful, men who don't want a bunch of baby mamas, men who don't want a bunch of problems, men who don't want a bunch of issues and nonsense. All right, guys, men who want health, wealth. All right, fellas, this is what this is for. Or these are what those type of men this is for. Now, if you do not want to be the best version of yourself and you want to live a mediocre life and you do not care about the results and outcomes that you will have in your life, this is not for you. You can deal with whatever you want. You can deal with whatever woman you want to deal with. All right, guys. Now, fellas, I don't even know where to start, man. It's so many. Because this is actually about to be fun because with every single red flag, I'm gonna give you guys a quick story. Not every one of them, but I promise you at least 10 of them. I have a story of women I've dealt with those red flags, and I'm gonna give you a clear reason. All right, guys, you're gonna get a lot of clarity today. I'm gonna give you a clear reason why you shouldn't deal with these women. All right, fellas. One of the questions that I get a lot is, what type of women should I be looking for? All right, fellas, what type of women should I be looking for? What's a good woman? What's a quality woman? Woman. The thing about that, guys, is all women are pretty much the same. All right, fellas. To be honest with you, all women are pretty much the same. They're like cars. All right, fellas, and I think that's why men name cars after women. Women are like cars. To be honest with you, all of them will get you from point A to point B. Simple as that. All right, fellas. Simple as that. Every single car with four wheels, a transmission, an engine, all right, guys, and working stuff will get you from point A to point B. So all women are the same. All of them got a box. All cars got an engine. All right, fellas. But this is the thing: when you go out and buy a car, you have to weigh your pros and your cons. You have to understand how much money you spending on that car. You got to understand if you're gonna go into debt buying that car. You have to understand the payments for that car, if the shit work on that car, if there was previous owners on that car. All right, fellas, how many miles is on that car, the Carfax. It's a bunch of stuff you have to consider, and that will determine which car you buy. At the end of the day, you're gonna buy a car. At the end of the day, you're gonna deal with women. All right, fellas, whether you're red pill, blue pill, even the black pill guys, at some point end up dealing with women at some point in their life because I'll be honest, you cannot be black pill forever. It's almost impossible, I think, to be black pill forever. All right, guys, you're gonna get tired of sitting by yourself, complaining about women or ignoring women, acting like they don't exist. All right, so just like a car, we are going to deal with women at some point. If you're not right now, you will at some point. So when you're dealing with women, you have to be very conscious of the type of women you're choosing. Now, it's real hard to explain what type of woman to go for. Well, it's not hard, but it's a lot. Like, it's very vague, it's very general. Okay, you want a woman who's loyal, you want a woman who's supportive, you want a woman who's feminine, you want a woman who's beautiful. All right, that's all obvious. Okay, guys, and that's a general thing. But what a lot of guys are not taught and are not told is what type of women to stay away from. All right, fellas, and not only what type of women to stay away from, but actually why. All right, fellas, because if you're talking to your boy, if your boy come to you and he tell you, "Hey, G, bro, I got this chick, bro, I just met at the gym. G, she a dime. G, she a 10." You know, and she could be a single mom. She could have all these problems, mental issues, and all this stuff. But he's still gonna deal with her at some point. Like he's still gonna mess with her. If she look good, he gonna deal with her 100%. All right, fellas. That's because most men have not been ingrained in their head what type of woman to stay away from and the repercussions and consequences. But anyway, let's get into the first one, fellas. Let's get into the first woman that you need to avoid. And when I say avoid, okay, guys, these different red flags, they're different tiers, they're different categories. All right. Some of these red flags, you need to 100% stay away from them. I'm talking about no dating. I'm talking about no friends with benefits. I'm talking about no marriage, nothing. All right, G's, nothing. There's a category, and I'm going to specify which ones fall into that category. Then there's another category of women who you definitely shouldn't marry, but you probably can date. All right, fellas, and you got to date in moderation, and I'm gonna talk about that. And there's some women that you can just use as friends with benefits. Most of these red flags, women that have most of these red flags, are only good for friends with benefits. All right, fellas, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I am telling you this. I am not that old, okay, and I have a lot of life to live. But I'm telling you this as a 33-year-old man with years of experience with women. Not probably as much as a 40-year-old or 50-year-old guy who's been in the game longer than me. But I'm going to tell you, in my short life, I've had a lot of experience with women. And I've dealt with almost all of these red flags. And I'm telling you, fellas, the repercussions and the consequences for taking these type of women long term, okay, fellas, taking these women serious and wifing them up and taking care of them and doing all this stuff, gee, no. All right, fellas, the point of this live stream is to help you avoid problems. We always talking about becoming the best versions of ourselves, but we don't really talk about the shit to avoid, the issues that we need to not touch. All right, fellas. Now, number one. All right, number one. Somebody said save the live. This one would definitely be safe. So I don't know if any of you guys are content creators or y'all do YouTube, but YouTube with the live stream, sometimes they glitchy. Um, I want to say 2 out of the 8 live streams that I've done so far have not saved, but I'm gonna make sure this one saved. I actually got this one streaming on another platform, so it's gonna save 100%. All right, 100%. So let's get it, man. Let's get it. This is about to be fun. Let's get the first one out the way, okay, guys? And this one is obvious, but we gonna talk about it. All right, guys, and I hope y'all can read my handwriting. I know it's a little funky. Y'all let me know if it's bad. All right, let me know if it's bad. If it's bad, it's bad. I'll try to make it better, but I'm gonna write as clear as I can. And I also promise that I'm gonna get a bigger whiteboard. I gotta get like a 74 by like 180 or something like that, you know. But anyway, let's get it, man. First one, number one red flag: high body count. All right, guys, high body count. And I find this one very interesting. Okay, guys, I find this very interesting. And the reason why I find it so interesting is because I'm sure most of you guys use Instagram, right? And when you go on Instagram, you will see a lot of back and forth about this topic. It's back and forth. It's a bunch of guys saying, oh, we don't want women with body counts, with high body counts, which I 100% agree with. Obviously, that's why it's a red flag today. And then you got another group of men. This is on the men's side. Then you got another group of men who pander the women because they're blue pill and they're betas, and it's the only way they can get women. And they say, oh no, it's okay if a woman has a high body count. And then on the other side, you got the women. You know, you got the women who don't have high body counts, and they agree. They're like, yes, why would a woman give her body away to a bunch of men, especially not even married? You know. Then they got the women who say body count doesn't matter, and they try to convince you and shame you that body count doesn't matter. All right, fellas, I'm going to tell you this. All right, guys, if this is the first time you've heard this, I'm sure it's not, but if it is, a woman's body count, meaning her notch count, meaning how many men she has slept with, how many different men she has had a sexual encounter with. This is not limited to just penetration. All right, fellas, I will tell you this because normally, if you would ask a woman her body count, which I don't agree or I don't suggest you do, and you can ask, there's no harm in asking, but I'm gonna tell you this: you're never gonna get a real answer. 100%, you're never gonna get the right answer. The answer you're gonna get, whatever answer you get, pretty much you need to multiply by 2 or 3, maybe 4, sometimes 5, especially in today's modern world. All right, guys. But the point is, all right, fellas, the point is, women with high body counts do not make good long term partners, neither do they make good wives. All right, there are several reasons why. One of the reasons why is this woman does not value her body. All right, fellas, and you should not be dealing with women who do not value their body. And that whole back and forth thing, there's the argument, and a lot of women say, well, what about men's body counts? What about men's body counts? How come men can sleep with 100 women, and how come women can't sleep with 100 men? I never get into that argument. I never get into that conversation. If anybody comes to me and try to debate me and say, well, what about men? What about men? I just look at them like they're crazy. I don't even got time for that. Like, if you don't have enough common sense and critical thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even critical thinking, it's just common sense to know that there's a big difference between a woman with a high body count and a man with a high body count. If you can't understand that, then we're not even on the same, like, I'm not saying I'm better than you, but we're not on the same level to be talking. You know, if you can't understand that, like, if I have to explain that to you, that's me stooping all the way down, and then I'm feel like I'm talking to a child, because that's a lesson you teach a child, not a grown adult. You know, at some point, at least by the age of 21, you should already understand this basic knowledge of human nature. But anyway, women with high body counts, fellas, stay away from it, G. Stay away from it. I do personally have several experiences, which many men do, of dealing with women with high body counts. And we all know the problems that come with it. Okay, guys? From my perspective and my idea and my theory, that if a woman can sleep with a bunch of different men, all right, fellas, I'm not a woman, so I wouldn't know how it feels. When I sleep with a bunch of different women, it don't affect me mentally, emotionally, anything. You know, it actually makes me feel a little bit better about myself, to be honest with you, as a man. But when it comes to women, I can't fathom a woman being able to sleep with a bunch of men, you know, continuously and not develop some type of mental, I don't want to say deficiency, you know, but some type of issue up there. All right. And I just from human nature, just from understanding and being around women, even if a woman had the ability to do that shit, man, that's just something wrong with her. Like, something's not right up there. All right. Something is not right out there. Now, this is the thing, fellas. I am not saying that you have to have a virgin. All right. I am not saying that, because to find a virgin in 2024 and so on, it would be near impossible. It's like finding gold. And we all know that. And that is not an understatement. It's not an understatement at all. It's like finding gold. It's like finding a unicorn, finding a virgin. So, you know, and I'm going to be honest, even 100 years ago, finding a virgin was still rare. You know, it was still rare. That's why a virgin is always glorified. Even in biblical days, a virgin was glorified because it's rare. All right, fellas. So I'm not recommending you go out and hold out and not get married till you find a virgin. That's going to be almost impossible, G. But you have to understand that a woman with a high body count is dangerous. Now, what's high? I'm going to be honest. Anything when you're talking about marriage, G, I don't know, man. Y'all put in the chat, what's high? What do you think is high? All right, guys, what do you think is a high body count? I'm gonna tell y'all what I think is high in a second, but what do you think is high? Anybody in the chat? Shout out to everybody in the chat today. Let's see. What do you think is a high body count? Y'all put in the chat. I'll give y'all a few seconds. Put in. Somebody said 5 or more. Ha, 5. 5. I bet you 5 is gonna be the number. That's gonna be the spot, the sweet spot. I bet 5. I see, and that's the thing. I don't know too many women that are just at 5. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you know, I hear 5, but I don't know too many women who are at 5. You know, too many women. If you're just jumping in the chat, if you're just joining in the stream, the last question I asked is, what do you think is a too high body count? Like, what's your limit as far as marrying a woman, getting married? All right. Now, obviously, to get married, you have to be in a long-term relationship. All right, fellas. So some of these red flags that I'm gonna talk about today, you can still probably consider a woman for a long-term for a marriage in a long-term relationship, but you have to vet her for a few years. Like, vet her for at least a year and a half to 2 years. But body count, that's a no-go. Like, that's a no-go. You know what? And this is what I'm gonna do too. If it's a no-go, like if it's a 100%, I'm gonna put an X by it. All right. You can't do that one at all. The farthest you can go with a woman with a high body count is friends with benefits. That's it. That's it. You can put her in a rotation, but nothing over that. No relationship. She gets no relationship. All right, fellas, no relationship. It's a lot of problems that come with that. It's possible STDs. All right, fellas. I mean, this woman obviously, and women these days they don't use condoms. Women don't use condoms. I mean, geez, men don't use condoms. So the men not using the condoms, the women are the recipients. So obviously they're not using condoms. So, fellas, all right, fellas, high body counts. It's not just the potential of her being promiscuous, which she is, she high chance she will be, but it's not just that. It's your health you got to worry about. All right, fellas, it's the fact that you don't know what this woman is carrying, what she has, being that promiscuous. All right, fellas, so you got to be aware. You got to pay attention. All right, fellas. Now, what do y'all say? I want to know what y'all said. Somebody said over 3. Wow. Man, good luck with that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. You better get it when she real young, cause over 3, I don't know, man. What's up, Nahome? What's up, G? Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest. For me, when it comes to marriage, like actually marriage, if you don't, man, especially if you don't have kids with this woman, G, your cap should be to be realistic, okay? Because you got to be realistic too. You may have your standards and what you want, but in order to apply that, you have to be realistic. So the realistic number, realistically speaking, I'm gonna say 7. All right, guys, I'm gonna say 7. Now, some of you guys live in other countries, so I'm not sure how it is when it comes to the sexual marketplace and how like free these women are. I know the Western propaganda is like leaking over in other countries, but for the most part, in the United States, you will be lucky to find a woman under 10. If she's over the age of 25, sometimes younger, um, you will be lucky to find a woman under 10. I'm gonna be honest with you, G. Some of these women are racking up 10 bodies in 1 year. All right, guys. So being realistic, now if you would take away the modern day society and what it is, my realistic number would be 2, possibly 3 at the max. All right, fellas. But I'm speaking in general terms. I'm not speaking for me. I'm in a relationship. I don't have to worry about that. All right, fellas. But as far as generally speaking, for most men in the United States, that number is floating around 7. Because you're gonna be lucky if you find a woman under 7. G. Like most of these chicks hitting 10 before they leave college. In college, to be honest with you. I like when I was in college, G, I know a lot of girls who ran through at least the whole defensive side of the football team. And that's 11 people. All right. And I said at least. I ain't even mentioned the basketball team, the soccer team, the frat dudes. I ain't so it's like you gotta understand, bro. These girls these days, man, it's crazy. So anyway, women with high body counts, fellas, stay away. All right, fellas, stay away. This is an obvious one. That's why I wanted to do this one first. I wanted to get this one out of the way because I don't think we should have to talk a lot about this one. Y'all let me know if I got to give another point and example about this one. That's why I was so vague about it. It's not that big of a deal because it's pretty obvious. All right, guys, it's pretty obvious. Now, number 2, and I actually have a story about this one, fellas. All right, I have a story about this one. All right, guys, and I'm just gonna get this out the way. All right, I'm just gonna put a big red X by that one. All right, so I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna put 2 X's by that one. All right, fellas. And number 2 is violent women. All right, fellas, violent women. All right, guys, violent women. Now, the question I'm gonna get some commonly asked questions that you guys may have before I get into this. All right, fellas. Now, I'm gonna be honest. This is one that most of you guys probably didn't even think about. All right, fellas. And the reason why you probably didn't even think about this is because you may not have experienced this. All right, fellas. But your life is long. I always say life is short, but the art of life is very long. Very long, meaning life is short in years. Most people only live to about 80 years. All right, fellas. But a lot of shit happens in that 80-year span. All right, so you got a lot more life to live. That's what I'm trying to say. That's some shit like my old uncle used to tell me. But guys, violent women. All right, fellas. G. First, I'm gonna tell you how to spot one. All right. First, I'm gonna tell you how to spot one. This is how you spot one. If you're dating a woman and you guys kind of when you playing with a woman, and let's say she's kind of irritated with you, or y'all just playing around and she like play hit you, you know how you like when women like play hit you, like punch you. Now I'm not gonna lie, when y'all actually playing, playing fighting and wrestling and stuff, I do this with my chick all the time. We play fight all the time, we wrestle all the time. But you that's normal. All right, that's normal. That's kid shit. It's fun shit. But when she like punch you, when you make a joke and she like stop playing, boom, and she just punch you. Yeah, it's playful. It may seem harmless, but you gotta understand that's not a natural thing for a woman. All right, you hanging out with your boys and your boys be like, bro, stop playing, boom, and he hit you. You like, oh, bro, and you may hit him back. But if a woman does that, that's a red flag. G. You got your alarm, your radar should be going up. All right, your antenna should be going up, because I am telling you, I have been in this situation before when I was about 24, 25, 26 years old. The reason why I said those 3 years is because that's how long the relationship lasted. All right, fellas, in about a year and a half, the second half of that relationship, I dealt with a violent chick. All right, fellas, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't a beta G, but I wasn't fully red pill. Like I thought it was okay that she could hit me as long as we it's consistent sex and she doing everything else right. So I thought sometimes, and I gave an excuse. I was like, okay, she Mexican, she hot blooded, so sometimes they're gonna get mad. Gee, I don't care. And this is something that a lot of beta males do. They use that whole, oh, she's a hot blooded Latina, so it's okay for her to punch me upside my head. Gee, look. I already gave you the sign. Okay, it's a clear sign. And if a woman like gets aggressive, y'all start arguing, or she throws something at you, you know what I mean, or anything like that. And I'm not just talking about violence like hitting you. I'm talking about violence like to your personal property. Okay, like vandalism. All right, guys, and that's gonna get. I'm about to get into my story. Okay, so when I was 25, I used to be a personal trainer. I told you guys many times I was a personal trainer for about 10, 11 years, and I met this chick at the gym, and I was actually introduced to her by one of my friends. One of my friends was dating her best friend. So they introduced us. They thought we should double date and all this stuff. You know how what you used to do when you were young, bro, little dumb stuff. So anyway, we start going out, we start hanging out, ended up dating. And the second half of that relationship, and everything was cool, bro. We used to work out together, we did competitions together and all this stuff. But the second half of that relationship, she got real comfortable. And I'm not gonna lie, I always tell you guys, take full responsibility for everything in your life. All right, fellas, I will not be a hypocrite and say it was her fault why she got comfortable and why she started getting fresh with me. But she started getting fresh with me. She started talking back to me, yelling at me, calling me out in public. And I was younger, G. This is before I started to really understand boundaries. All right, fellas, and boundaries. And this is something that you have to have as a man, boundaries. Because if you do not have boundaries, a violent woman will ruin your life. All right, fellas, 100%. Now, thankfully, my life was not totally ruined by this woman, but I'm going to tell you what happened. So, the first time I noticed that she was a violent ass chick and she was crazy was, I remember we were in a car. I was driving, she was in the passenger seat, G. And so when you're in the car, you got your right hand up, you kind of leaning. That's how I drive. She's right here, so she's behind my arm. So my phone is sitting somewhere on the console area, cup holders or whatever. All right, guys, this is about to get real very fast. Some chick texted me and it popped up, like just lit up on the screen. So I didn't even look down because I didn't even hear or see the phone. I'm sitting like this, remember. So she, I guess, looked down, saw it, picked the phone up, and asked, who is, I forgot the chick name, G. This was about almost 10 years ago, bro. I forgot her name. But anyway, she said, I'll use the name Brittany. Who is Brittany? I'm sitting there like, gee, I don't, what you mean, who is Brittany? I didn't know she had my phone. I knew who Brittany was, so I'm shocked. I'm like, how the hell she know who Brittany is? Little did I know she saw Brittany text me. Who is Brittany? I'm like, gee, what are you talking about? So she picked my phone up, showed it to me. Who is Brittany? I'm like, gee, can you chill, man? We about to go eat, have a good time. Like we was all dressed. I done spent the whole hour getting ready. Like I'm mad now. I'm like, bro, you bugging now for real. Who is Brittany? I don't know. Gee, all I remember is looking up and seeing the light turn green and then seeing a white light after that. Cause she hit me so hard up on the right side of my head, G. You ever got hit so hard that you hear like that? It's like a ringing noise almost, G. That's what happened that day, bro. And a car kind of swerved. I hurry up and pulled over in some parking lot, McDonald's or something, G, and I get out the car, man. I had to go walk it off, bro. Literally, that was my reaction to go walk it off because the anger I had in my body, G, I wanted to knock her out. And this is the number one reason why you shouldn't deal with violent women. Cause to be honest, G, what is a little bitty woman gonna do to you? To be honest, in a physical altercation, if you get in a real physical altercation with a woman, what is she gonna do to you? She can't do anything to you. But that's not the problem. The problem is if you dare retaliate to a woman hitting you. I have not seen, never in my day, G. If you can send me a clip, send me a video, send me a reel, Instagram reel, a YouTube short of a man getting out of this situation and not being in the back of a cop car in handcuffs. Send it to me, G. All right, send it to me. There is never a time in life where the police will show up to a situation and there was violence that the man, okay, I don't care what happened. I don't care if she did it first. I don't care if it was her fault. I don't care if she antagonized it. I don't care if she provoked him. G, sometimes you don't even have to touch her, G. You don't even have to touch her. Gee, I've seen many situations, okay, guys? And if you can find me, if you can debunk this, let me know. But I've seen many situations where men have yelled at women verbally and been accused of violence or intimidation or whatever. All right, fellas? But this will usually really only and most times happen when you're dealing with women like that. Because maybe she won't hit you, maybe she won't physically hurt you, but she will definitely antagonize the situation. All right, fellas. So this is a no-go. I put two X's right here. All right. And if you just join the chat, if I put an X by the red flag, that means you don't even deal with the woman at all. Okay, guys, you probably can smash her, all right, fellas, but you don't date her or take her serious. But if I put two X and G, violent women, you don't date them, you don't have sex with them, you don't talk to them, you don't marry them, you avoid them, 100%, 100%, bro. G, and that was just the first encounter. All right, fellas, many times. Remember, I talked about vandalism and a woman destroying your property. Okay, guys, this same woman. I tell y'all another story. All right, fellas, I got stories for days, G. This is why I can make videos every single day, G, because I got too many stories. All right, fellas. This is why I know what not to do anymore. This is why I can tell y'all. This same chick, all right, fellas, same chick. I remember, I'm not gonna tell y'all the whole story, all right, fellas, because that's gonna get too personal in my business. But anyway, she showed up at my house at 3 a.m. All right, fellas. There was a car in my garage that wasn't supposed to be there next to my car. Obviously, you guys can figure out how the story went. All right, fellas. So she's banging on my door. She banged on my door so hard to the point where she knocked it down because she was kicking it. You ever like did the ghetto knock where like this is the door and you put your back towards it and you beat it with your foot? She did one of those to the point. She was real strong. Remember, I told y'all she used to compete. And she did it to the point to where she broke the door off the hinges. Half the door came off the hinges. All right, fellas. Now, after she did that, she left my apartment. You guys are probably sitting there wondering, like, damn, KD, you went through all that shit, bro. What the hell, man? What's going on? What type of woman you dealing with? Bro, this is why I can tell y'all these stories. All right, fellas. This is why I made my YouTube channel. Because I've been there, I've done that, G. Okay, guys, when it comes to experiences with women, I've lived all this. I'm not jumping on here telling you you need to avoid this because this will can happen. Gee, I've lived a lot of this stuff. I've dealt with crazy ass women. Beautiful, drop dead. She was a 9 out of 10, G. I told y'all the story how I've only dated one or two 9s or 10s out of 10s. She was one of them. All right, fellas, but she was batshit crazy. All right, guys. But anyway, after she broke the door down, she left. All right, guys, she left because I was asleep and I didn't hear it until it already was done and she left. That morning, as I'm getting ready to go to work, I look in my garage and I see all four of my tires slashed, and my car is like, it looked like I got a whole new wrap on my car. That's how many times she keyed my car. It almost looked like a design. I would have left it there, all right, fellas, if I wasn't so pissed off about it, because it kind of looked good after a while, because it was all nicely organized in real good fashion. All right, fellas. So I'm telling you, if it's not physical damage, it will be property damage, like vandalism. All right, guys, all these videos you see, all right, fellas, of women breaking dudes' windows and spray painting their cars and showing up at their places of work. All right, fellas, this is usually coming from violent women. All right, guys, so avoid these women at all costs. At all costs. All right, fellas, shout out to Marco. What up, G? That's not Marco, that's Mark of J. All right. Yeah, man. Shit. Damn. Yeah, that's how it be, fellas. That's how it be. That is how it be. So, guys, these are the first two ones. Okay, guys. We got 15 to go through. All right, fellas. We got a whole 15 to go through. I see a lot of fellas asking me to save the stream. All right. Yeah, the stream is gonna be saved, fellas. It's gonna be saved. Y'all can jump in and out if y'all want. Y'all can ride with me the whole time tonight. It's totally up to y'all. We got a lot of time to work, so let's get it. All right. Number three. All right, fellas. Number three. All right, guys. Number three. Male friends. All right, fellas. Male friends. If you are dating a woman, all right, and I'm not gonna lie, and some of you guys watching this, I can almost bet. You don't have to say it, but some of you guys watching this, you are dating a woman right now. All right, fellas, you are dating a woman, meaning dating her exclusively, that has male best friends or has male friends or still talks to her ex or goes out in parties and goes out to eat with other men. All right, fellas, I'm gonna tell you first why you shouldn't tolerate it as a man, and then I'm gonna also tell you the problems that come with it. Okay, guys. Now, the first thing is the reason why you shouldn't tolerate this as a man, because as a man, a masculine man, I'm not talking about no soy feather butt, blue pill, beta. I'm not talking about that, G. I'm talking about like you a man of purpose. All right, fellas, and you respect yourself. If you are a man that fits that description, there's a sense of territory that you have about yourself. Meaning, if this shit is mine, it's mine. All right, fellas, like it is mine. Like if I have to protect it, if I have to provide for it, if I have to, sacrifice for it, the shit is mine and ain't nobody else touching it. Okay, guys, I had a long 2-hour argument with a chick a few months ago about this. All right, fellas, and she couldn't understand the fact that men are territorial by nature. If you're not territorial with the woman that you have, I don't believe that you're a real man. There's a sense of pride that should come with the shit that you have worked for or earned or sacrificed for or gotten or accomplished. Just like if you buy a brand new car, all right, fellas, there's a sense of pride that you have if somebody just come lean on your car. That's your car, G. All right, fellas, that's your car. Even if you got an alarm on it. All right, fellas, even if you know they can't steal it, that is your car. Don't even lean on it, G. You can look at it, take pictures, or whatever. Don't touch my whip. All right, fellas. So same thing with women. There's a sense of territory that you need to have when you taking a woman serious is y'all exclusive. Now, if y'all just smashing, gee, let her do what the hell she want, G. All right, fellas. And I see a lot of guys, they do this. They only smashing the chick. They're not even exclusive, and they getting mad because the chick, dude, let her do what she want. If she for the streets, that's what the streets is for. All right. But anyway, male friends, all right? If you are dating a woman with male friends, I will give you two options. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm going to tell you this is wise advice. Okay, fellas? You got two options. You either need to tell her she need to get rid of her friends. All right, the male friends, not her female friends. Let her hang out with the chicks are fine. All right, you don't want to be no tyrant. Okay, no idiot. The male friends. She either needs to get rid of her male friends or you need to get rid of her. All right, fellas. Now, like I said, if you don't plan on taking her serious, that's totally fine. All right, fellas. But most guys, when they take a woman serious and they start, investing in a woman, they're probably looking for something long term. So do not invest in a woman who does not want to give up her best friends. Now, there's two categories of this. All right, fellas. There are women who you will meet with male best friends. All right, fellas, who you probably just gonna have to say, hey, look, I don't do that, baby girl. I know you probably had them before. I get it. You were single. All right, but you with me now. That's one of my rules. Because I'm gonna be honest, fellas, you gotta understand, fellas, this is a real shit, okay? Real shit. There are a lot of women, all right, fellas, and I had to learn this. I had to get this because I used to get real irritated and frustrated with women. All right, guys, I used to get real irritated. And the reason why I used to get irritated is because I used to always wonder why I had to tell them you're not supposed to have male best friends or male friends. Like it used to piss me off. But and some women I didn't have to tell. Some of them just got it. Like they just knew because they just knew what type of time I was on. They was like, I know damn well he not having this. So they just got rid of it when we start being serious. But there are gonna be women who are gonna not like it pretty much. Like they're gonna argue with you. All right, fellas. But sometimes you gotta tell a chick, look, you can't have male best friends, and she gonna be like, all right, well, that makes sense, because you may have to explain it to her the problems of why and the fact that all these dudes just want to smash anyway, and they not really your friend, because we all know men and women literally really can't really be friends like that. There's only one thing that men and women have in common is men want sex from women and women want resources and time from men and attention. That's the only thing we have in common. Other than that, there's nothing else to talk about. You think y'all really having a conversation, but you really just giving her that male attention. And you know at the end of the day, at some point, you just want to smash if she lets you. So let's not play. So with that, if you are a smart man and you care about your future, remember, this live stream is not for men who don't care about their future and men who don't want to be top tier men. This is only for men who want to be the best versions of themselves and who want to fulfill life. And if you want that, you cannot afford women with male best friends. Dude, eventually she's gonna fuck one of them dudes. All right, guys, I'm gonna be honest. And the reason why I say this and the reason why I know this, because if I am any chick male best friend, eventually I'm a smash. And this is why I don't have female friends, because I know at the end of the day, bro, we hanging out, we going out to eat, we going to the movies, we having movie nights, we chilling, we in group text. You text me during the day, you telling me your boyfriend problems. Gee, I'm a smash at some point. At some point, give it one breakup. You have one breakup with one dude, and you come to me crying on my shoulder. I am gonna smash that first time. All right, fellas. That is a simple. I mean, it is what it is. All right, fellas. So I'm gonna keep it real with you. Don't ever let a woman convince you that it's okay for her to have male best friends. Now, this is the point where it becomes a red flag. If you meet her and she has male best friends, you can give her the ultimatum. And it's not an option, it's an ultimatum. All right, it's a difference. It's a big difference between an option and this is an ultimatum. All right, this is a you either do or die. It's either you get rid of them dudes or I got to get rid of you. One of the two. All right. And if she is persistent, okay, and stuck on the fact that it is okay for her to have male best friends, you discard her as, or you keep her as a friends with benefits only. I'm not saying you can't deal with her, but only as a friends with benefits. All right, fellas, this woman should only be in your rotation. All right, only. That's the highest level she can get to. Okay, fellas, there's levels, okay? There's levels. What can I write this at? There's levels. All right, guys. There is marriage. All right, fellas. There's long-term relationships, which can end if you choose to. I don't recommend you choosing to end this. If you start this ain't for life, okay? That's all I'm about this shit. But long-term relationships, and then under that, you got friends with benefits. That's all you got. All right, fellas, there's three levels. All right, fellas. This woman right here, the woman who's committed to having male best friends. Now, hear me out. All right, fellas. You got to give a woman a chance. All right, fellas. And I forgot to say this. You have to give them a chance, because the chance you got to give them is to understand that most of these women have dealt with men who let them have male best friends. All right, fellas, the red pill community is big, but it ain't that big. All right, the red pill community understands that male best friends is a no go, and because you're in the community, you think everybody else is like that, bro. No, the majority of men think that male best friends is okay. That's why most women will come to you and try to convince you and get mad at you that you tell her she can't hang out with Bobby, Ray, John, and Dookie. All right, fellas. So if you're dealing with this type of woman right here, fellas, this is the highest level she can get. She can't get no higher than that. If you put anything higher than that, you're gonna have a problem. All right, fellas. This woman is a promiscuous woman. I'm telling you. You ever like met a chick? And I used to fall for this all the time when I was younger. Back when I was in college. All right. Back when I was in college, I used to deal with women who would tell me, "Oh well, hey, y'all pay attention to this, okay? This is a red flag, okay? If a woman ever says this, if a woman ever says this is a red flag, okay? If a woman ever says that she doesn't hang around women and she doesn't have female friends because y'all already know I'm about to say because they are too much drama. All right, fellas, if you ever get a woman to tell you that she don't hang around women because they're too much drama and she rather hang around men because men are laid back and men don't argue and men ain't like this and men don't, fuss and fight and all this stuff. Gee, that is a lie. That is a lie. She rather hang around men because there's no dick in the room. All right, fellas, but let's move on. All right, fellas, let's move on. So this woman right here does not get a relationship either. All right, fellas. She does not get a relationship. Man, I'm telling you, man. Now, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you know any woman or you dealing with any woman who has all three of these, gee, I don't even know why you're talking to her. Okay, all right, fellas. Now, next one is feminist. All right, guys, feminist, feminist. Now, if you don't know what feminists are and what a feminist is, it's basically, if I can sum it up, it's basically women who are really bad at being men. Okay, guys, that's how I sum it up. That's my summary. Okay, guys, I want to know. Let's talk about it now. Shout out to foreign. Shout out to foreign. Yeah, this is live, G. So yes, and I like that what he said. I like what he said. He said all women are feminists. So this is the thing. All women are not feminists, but this is the problem in today's world. A lot of feminine women, a lot of feminine women have adopted feminist ideologies. Okay. So if you don't know what feminist ideologies are basically, if I can sum this up into catchphrases and sayings, it's basically women don't need men, men and women are equal, or women are better than men. Women have been oppressed for years and still are oppressed. Let's see. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, guys, a whole bunch of stuff. So it's just bad stuff. Okay, never deal with a feminist. Okay, a feminist will never be a happy camper. All right, guys. So when I say when my guy who said that foreign, he said most all women are feminists. All women are not feminists. The problem is all women have been influenced by feminism and feminist ideologies. Meaning, I mean, all these women have social medias, okay, guys? And women are easily influenced, way easier than men. So when women start to see a trend or they see a bunch of women going this way, they're just gonna follow, okay? Like when men see a bunch of people going one way, most men they'll look first and assess the situation to see what's going on and analyze it. And most times rebel, but women just kind of follow the group. So this feminism thing is just kind of a bunch of, the blind leading the blind. It's a bunch of sheep. Okay, guys. But I actually have an experience of dealing with a feminist woman. And the biggest issue that I had with her is that she always wanted to compete with me. You know, it was always a competition. You know, that's why I said like feminists are just women who are bad at being men. You know, they're women who try to be men who are bad at being men. You know, that's all they try to do. They try to be men. And she was very competitive with me. I mean, she was competitive by nature, but she would compete with me. You know, she would try to, you know, there would be times where I would come to her with an accomplishment that I had. You know, her being my chick, you know, obviously I would want not expect, but you know, yeah, kind of expect some type of praise or good job, baby, or at least say, keep working hard, just something, normal shit that happens in a relationship. You know, you go to your girl, you let her know you had a big win. You know, if she your chick and she down for you, she gonna be like, oh my god, baby, we winning. You know, do a little dance, hoorah, cause she your cheerleader. But she was quite the opposite. Okay, now, her desire for me, I'm not going to say it was low. It was about a 7 or 8. We had a lot of sex. It was great. But when it came to like concrete things, it was mainly when it came to business and career, she would compete with me a lot because in her head, she had this notion that we were equal, and she also used the label partner when it came to like me. So that's a good way to find a feminist. I'm gonna be honest with you. If a feminist uses the term partner for her man, if she don't say my man or my boyfriend or my hubby or my boo, but she says my partner, okay, guys, she is infected with feminism. Okay, guys, trust me, because feminists, they think that you're equal. Okay, guys, and what feminism has done is literally jacked up the natural order of intersexual relationships. All right, guys, it's jacked it up because men are designed to lead. Okay, guys, lead. So this is how leading works. If the direction is up, all right, like this is why feminism is so horrible. If the direction is up and you have two people and there's a leader, all right, guys, there's a leader, all right, this is the only way it can work. All right. And the follower is under the leader. Like women, and the problem is women don't want to be called followers. The only other alternative is a follower to a leader. All right, fellas. So this is the natural order of things. But the when it's fucked up is when this happens. Okay, guys? When the leaders want to stand next to each other. Okay, guys? So in a leadership, there is one leader in all leaderships, in all civilizations, in all hierarchies, there's one leader. Okay, guys, but this is something that feminists don't understand. All right, fellas. Now, how do you spot a feminist? Okay, guys. Before we talk about how to spot a feminist, because somebody said all women are feminists. Look, guys, all women are not feminists. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of feminine women, because the notion and the perception of feminists is that they're masculine. All right, fellas, that's the common thing about a lot of feminists. They're masculine. But the problem with today is there are a lot of feminist women who are feminine. They're very feminine. So they're like camouflage. So you don't know until you actually start dealing with them. Because when you see a real feminine woman, a beautiful feminine woman, she ain't got her hair colored, she ain't got tattoos everywhere, she ain't got this big old fucking bull ring in her nose, you know, and you meet her and she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, she look like she'll vote for Donald Trump, and you meet her and you're like, damn, I can tell she ain't no feminist. But little do you know, get to know her. Okay, guys, like I said, women will act, okay? And women, they know how to put on this facade, okay? But so just because she's feminine, that doesn't mean she's a feminist. All right, fellas, there's many problems that come with dating feminists. All right, fellas, feminists believe in everything. I'm gonna be honest, okay? I'm gonna just nutshell this shit up so I can move to my boy's question. Because I don't even like talking about feminists, bro, to be honest with you. Feminists believe in everything that's wrong with the fucking world today. Everything. Simple as that. All right. Everything that is degenerate in the world today, these crazy people stand up for. Feminists, there's male feminists too. All right. There's male feminists out there too. But anyway, is there an exception to the third rule? Shout out to Ibrahim 4PF. That sounds like a gamer tag, G. Shout out to Jerry De Jesus. Not many men want to be masculine. This is true. This is true. All right. So, is there any exception to the third rule? Male friends. No, not really. To be honest with you, the only exception that I said, the only exception, all right, there's only one circumstance to where you can even consider this chick, all right. This is only if she met you, you guys met, and she already had male friends, and then you just simply tell her that you don't take women seriously that have male friends. And then she says, okay, you're the man I want to be with. That makes sense. I want to follow your program. No more male friends. That is the only case where you can consider this woman for a long term relationship. And the reason why, because normally some guys would be like, oh, hell no. If I meet her and she has male friends, she's cooked. No, G. You got to understand, some of these chicks have been led astray by simps and beta males and feminists. And they've been told that male friends are okay. Remember, women follow. So I'm gonna be honest. What a lot of guys don't understand is they don't get that when you meet a woman, if you want her to be your long-term relationship and or your wife, you're gonna have to fix her a little bit, G. Don't G, if you've been in the game, you know don't none of these women come right, G. Even the best ones, you gotta make her the right chick for you. So you gotta teach her what's good and what's not. The chicks that I've been with the longest, my chick right now, when I met her, and this is still happening because we still at the beginning stages. There's a lot of things I have to tell her. Look, gee, I don't do that. I know that's probably what you dealt with before, but we don't do that over here. And she gets it. It's common sense. She like, okay, this was what I thought before. This is what I'm used to. But I guess it's your program. And she's not willing to do that, and she want to keep her male friends. There is no other alternative other than her being the friends with benefits. That is it. If she's hot, if she is 8, 9, 10, or she look good and you attract to her, and she's still willing to, have sex with you, and y'all not be together, let her keep her male friends, G, and you just keep her in your rotation. You deal with her on Wednesdays. All right? Simple as that. But there's no exception. All right? No exception. Nahome said the exception is the male friends are from family or childhood. No, that is not an exception. That is not an exception. All right? That is not an exception. Because I'm going to tell you this, Lil Johnny, that she met in the first grade that lived in her neighborhood. All right, guys, been smashing her since back in the day. And if you don't think them childhood memories gonna spark again, all right, G, you gotta, yeah. I'm glad we talking about it. I'm glad we talking about it, G. There is no exceptions. No exceptions. I don't care if they childhood friends. I don't care if they friends of cousins, friends of uncles, the next door neighbor, somebody that used to cut the grass, somebody that used to. It don't matter who it is. All right, it don't matter who it is. Your woman is not supposed to be having male friends. Now, what? Okay, so this one, y'all. What if we have friends in common? Um, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you this. So this is the reality, okay? And this is part of the red pill. Red pill is understanding intersexual dynamics. All right, guys, intersexual dynamics. Red pill is nothing else. Red pill is not you being successful. That's not has nothing to do with red pill. Red pill is intersexual dynamics. Really, in a nutshell, understanding female nature and how to get women. All right, how to be successful with women. That's really red pill. Understanding female nature, understanding hypergamy, understanding female behavior, tendencies, and everything. Now, this is what you have to understand. As a man, okay, as a man, you should want the least amount of male access to your woman as possible. If it's not you, all right, guys. So I'll give you an example. My friends have wives or girlfriends. All right, guys. I am not enemies with the wives or the girlfriends. We have no animosity. We're actually, you can say, pretty good friends. But we do not talk if my boy is not around. Okay, guys, this is something that a lot of guys don't know. This is something that an old head will teach you. You don't talk to your homie girl when he is not around at all, G. This is something that you will only know if you hang around real G's. If you hang around a bunch of lames, you ain't gonna ever find this out because y'all talking to each other, girls, y'all texting each other, girls behind y'all back, y'all liking each other, girls' Instagram pictures. It's like, bro, where's the line? You feel me? So to make it simple, me and my homies agreed, gee, if I ain't in the room, my girl is invisible to you. Invisible. She ain't even sitting there. Now, if she fall and break her leg, I ain't telling you to let her bleed. G, go help her out, pick her up. You know what I'm saying? Call me, help me, do something. You know, like don't just look at it and be like, well, shit, you ain't my chick. Hey, KD, come get your girl. I ain't saying you gotta do that, G. So if you know something bad happened, you know your homeboy is gone somewhere, he ain't picking up the phone, she in danger, she call you, say somebody banging on the door, go help her out. That's a human being. That's your homie girl. You go help her. Call your homie on the way. Let him know you gonna help his chick out. But at the same time, G, you don't talk to your man chick when he not there, bro. That's cold, bro. That's cold. This avoids so many problems. So many problems. All right. Man, I see so many dudes, bro. They let their girl get too comfortable with their homeboy. Homeboy end up smashing. The girl end up smashing him out of spite. It's a bunch of nonsense. All right. So it leads to a bunch of chaos. So what if y'all got the same friends? What if you friend? Man, look, enough all that, bro. My girl is my girl. We ain't got the same friends. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't got the same friends. We don't like it don't work like that, G. All right, now let's say y'all get married, y'all start having mutual friends and stuff. That's cool. All right, I get it. But if you meet a woman and she got friends that you don't know, that's what I really mean. Like don't try to get too make it too complicated. All right, G. If she got male friends and you don't know these dudes, you don't know Derek, you don't know Lewis, you don't know Tom, Drew, Andrew, KD, Pookie, Ray Ray, Thomas, you don't know none of these dudes, but she hanging out with them and stuff. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Now, if y'all know somebody from church, gee, come on, man. Like, be real. It's the fucking pastor at church. Y'all can talk. Shit. Like, you know. Anyway, man, let's move on. Let's move on. All right, number 5. Oh man, this one right here, G. This shit ruined my life, man. All right. And we got 15 today, guys. We gonna get through all of them. This is gonna be a long live stream today. We're gonna get through all of them though. So y'all can hop on and off whenever y'all want. The unhappy and the unlucky. All right, guys. This is actually the one, two, three, four, the 10th law. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Let me know in the chat if I'm right or I'm wrong. Let me know. I believe this is the 10th law of the 48 laws of power. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. All right, guys. This is very important. Very, very important. Now, this is not limited or restricted to just women. All right, fellas, we talking about red flags of women. All right, guys, red flags. Now, this is not limited to just women. Looks like I wrote what? I told y'all, man, my handwriting not that good, man. Hold up. All right. Shit, man. This is fucking hooked on phonics class, man. Anyway, so the unhappy and the unlucky. Yeah, so this is the 10th law in the 48 laws of power by Robert Greene. All right, guys. Like I said, this is not limited or restricted to just women. You should avoid men who are consistently, okay, and profusely unhappy and unlucky. All right, guys. Now, this may sound a little cold. All right, guys, and this may sound a little mean and judgmental. And a lot of people may say, well, sometimes something is not people's fault, you know, and people go through things, and sometimes people get depressed and, you know, all this stuff. But I'm going to be honest, bro. I'm going to keep a spade in a spade. All right, guys, I'm going to keep a spade in a spade. You need to avoid people who are consistently unhappy and unlucky. All right, guys, I'm going to tell y'all something. Okay, guys? Fellas, this is the reality about life. Okay, guys? This is the saying that I live by. All right, fellas? Dumb shit leads to dumb shit. All right, fellas? Dumb shit leads to dumb shit. And I'm going to take this down before you two get mad at me for cursing on my whiteboard. All right, fellas. So dumb shit leads to dumb shit. This is 100% true. And if you consistently hang around people who consistently have unfortunate and unlucky situations happen to them, if you consistently hang around people, man or woman, who is not happy, who cannot find reasons to enjoy or appreciate life, your life, that shit is contagious, bro. It's like cancer. All right, fellas. I dated a woman who was consistently unhappy and unlucky. And I guarantee you, I felt y'all ever saw them cartoons and like they got like the dark cloud over their head and it's like raining and it just follows them wherever they go, G. That's how I felt when I was with this chick. It's like nothing will go right in my life. And you know what? I'm not a victim. I would never blame a person for anything bad that happens in my life. But what I noticed is once we split up, life got better. It's like I can fucking breathe. All right, fellas, because I did not have to hear about all of the bad stuff that used to happen to her, bro. Every week, something bad was happening to her. Either it was a car accident, either it was, she got fired from a job, something happened, somebody did this, somebody stole this, somebody cursed her out here, somebody did something here, complained about work here. Nothing was ever good, G. And I was just sitting there, I was like, I never feel good when I'm talking to you. All right, fellas, that shit will drop your vibration. Okay, fellas, the energy in the universe is very, very real. Vibrations are very, very real. There are low vibrational people and there are high vibrational people. Man or woman, people who are consistently unlucky and unhappy are low vibrational people. Okay, guys? Winning and losing is very contagious. Okay, guys? And both can go in a domino effect. Both are like an avalanche. So the more you lose, the more you're going to lose. The more you win, the more you're going to win. So if somebody's consistently winning or they're just consistently feeling fucking good, and you get in their vicinity, you're going to get on that wave with them. All right, fellas? If somebody's consistently losing and you get on their wave or get on their program, you're going to lose with them. Winning and losing is contagious. So do not deal with unhappy and unlucky women. All right, fellas? I forgot to do this. When it comes to feminists, guys, feminists get three X's just like violent women. I don't even want to have sex with a feminist, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, guys, I had to jump back to that one. I just noticed something. I wouldn't even smash a feminist, bro. Like I know all these women these days got these feminist characteristics. I know, G, all on nut jobs, but like women who are like outwardly feminist, like Camilla Harris, you know, yeah. So yeah, bro. Nahome said, "Girl, you just give him stomach aches, bro." Every time I used to get around this chick, bro, I would get like I just feel nasty, bro, like sticky, you know. So, bro, stay away from unhappy and unlucky women, bro. The problems that they consistently have in their life, you will definitely have them, or you will have to deal with them. Okay, guys, because you gotta understand, you as a man, your job is to protect, provide, keep this woman like it's not your job to keep her emotionally stable, but you're gonna have to deal with her emotions sometimes, hold her when she cries, talk her through her problems and shit like that. But bro, you know how much talking through problems you're gonna have to do with these type of women, bro? A lot, G. You're gonna have to talk through a lot of problems because they always got them. They never happy, G. They always got an issue. All right, fellas. So don't deal with women like that. So if you're dating a woman and within a few weeks of y'all dating, she's telling you about all these issues in her life, all these problems. She ain't never got anything good or positive to say. You cross her out, bro. You cross her out and you limit her to friends with benefits only. And I wouldn't even do the friends with benefits only thing, to be honest with you, because I wouldn't even want a woman like that in my house. I wouldn't even want a woman like that around me. Like I might get struck by lightning with you. You feel me? Like I don't want to be around you. So, guys, pay attention. All right, fellas, pay attention. Hey, guys, if y'all watching the chat, man, hit that like button so the video can get out to everybody, fellas. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. I'm gonna take a quick intermission. Anybody got some questions? I'm gonna take a quick intermission. What we on? We on number 6. Man. Oh man. Telling you guys, All this is just problems, man. You gotta be smart, man, when you're dealing with women, fellas. Do not let a pretty face and a nice ass blind you. All right, guys. Do not, do not. I used to have a friend like that, man, a guy friend. I'm talking about, bro. Every time we used to talk, bro, every time we would talk, it would just be something bad, bro. I'm like, bro, don't. I used to tell him, G, like, don't talk to me if you ain't got anything good to say. Like, don't. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk to you, bro. You feel me? Like, it's annoying, G. Oh man, Vico V, what's up, G? Jonas Smith, you play football? Nah, I used to play football, bro. Back when I didn't have a left knee problem. Now I play corner, man. I play corner and free safety. Yeah, it was fun, bro. It was fun. I didn't make it to I didn't make it to D1 ball. I made it to I got a full scholarship at a D2 school out in New Mexico. So I didn't get to make D1. I wasn't that good. I was good, G. My grades was just horrible, man. I had some D1 looks, like two, three D1 schools. Kansas State, Arizona, and Texas Tech. But my grades were horrible my senior year, bro. Like all those schools, they were like, bro, we'll rock with you. You can come sit on the bench your freshman year, G, but nah, we can't even get you into school. Like you can't even pass the academic side. I was like, so I just took a full, and they weren't offering me full scholarship. I think the biggest one, K State, was offering me like 80%, and so but even with the 80%, my GPA wasn't good enough, so I still couldn't get in. So all I cared about was football in high school, bro. I didn't care about anything else, bro. Football, football, football. I only went to class to get to pass, and I sat in the dean office all day. Then I went to football practice. But anyway, but yeah, man. I went D2. They gave me a full scholarship because they wanted me. Because I remember when they came and scouted me, they were like, I told them I was like, man, I got K State looking at me, and he already knew. He was like, well, he giving you 80%, we give you 100. I was like, but still, it's K State, you know. They're like, well, it's nothing to do in Kansas. I'm like, shit, it's nothing to do in New Mexico. Shit. I'm winning both places. I'm actually losing both places I go. At least I'm gonna be at a D1 school with hotter chicks, you know. But my grades weren't good, man. You know. But I mean, New Mexico was fun. I had a good time. All right, another question. A man needs to ask himself, if I were blind, would I still be attracted and drawn to this woman? Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Most women, 99% of women, when you close your eyes, there's nothing more interesting about them anyway. You know, like to be honest, when it comes maybe dating short term, but in a long term relationship, bro, women are not that interesting. To be honest, like I would understand if women have this fairy tale of when they get into a relationship, you guys are gonna be talking all the time and just vibing with each other all the time, every single day. But it's not like that in a male and female dynamic, because if you're a very masculine man and you got a very feminine woman, y'all are not gonna talk much. Y'all gonna interact a lot, but y'all not gonna talk much because it's not gonna always like yeah, bro. Like me and my chick, we don't talk a lot. Like when we together, we don't talk a lot because the shit we want to talk about, we're not really interested in. You know, most of my attraction for her is because of how she looked. You know, be honest with you, to keep it real. Like if she was ugly, she wouldn't be interested. I wouldn't care to know if she had a personality or anything. So, but yeah, I mean that is to an extent true. You need to at least have some type of connection with the woman and whatever. But anyway, let's get into number 6, guys. Ooh wee, ooh wee. Now this is a given. All right, guys, this is a given. Y'all know what that is, right? So this is a given. So they got two. I give them two X's. All right, two X's. Stay away from the of girls, fellas. The reason why the of girls are not in the top three. So, by the way, guys, these red flags are not in order. They're not in order by all means. All right, guys. There are just a few that I had to get the hell out the way because they were so obvious. Like these two are so obvious to where I was like, man, I'm not gonna even waste time, have y'all wondering what's coming next. Let's just get this out the way. You know, because the whole stream, you guys would have been like, what about the high body count? What about the high body count? Look, I had to get that out the way. Violent women, of course not. Now, OnlyFans girls, fellas, look, man, unless you want to suffer um, unlimited embarrassment for the rest of your life, never get into a long term relationship or marry these women, fellas. Never. I mean, this is a given. Like I said, the only reason why I put this in this topic is because it is a red flag, but this is an obvious one, so obvious that we shouldn't talk about. All right, fellas. Only and I believe even beta males understand the risk of dating these women. All right, fellas. If you are a man of purpose, remember, like I said, this video is only for men of purpose, men who actually want to accomplish things, men who are waking up every day to become the best version of themselves. If you're that man, you cannot risk being with one of these women. These women will tarnish your legacy and your reputation. As a man, your reputation is one of the few things that you have that you have to create, but it can also be ruined in a flash. And one of the ways you can ruin it is by dealing with the wrong woman. Let's say, hypothetically, let's say you build a business, or let's say you work for a company, or let's say you are a name, and let's say you build yourself up to where you want to be or whatever, and you establish, and then your colleagues or the people who respect you find out that you dealt with a woman who is on OnlyFans. Fellas, you will tarnish your legacy. And even if you don't, let's say it doesn't tarnish your legacy. Because to be honest, guys, in today's day and age, this shit is normal. It's so damn normal that people start not to even care anymore. You know, like I don't know if y'all seeing what I'm seeing, but I'm saying this shit is normal as hell. Like I'm seeing OnlyFans logos and stickers on everything, on buses, on advertisements, bro. It was on the back of one of my fucking energy drink bottles. I was like, what the hell is going on? So this shit is normal now. So the problem ain't even being embarrassed about this shit no more. You know, like when they find out a chick on OnlyFans, they be like, oh, well, whatever. The problem with this is that these are very promiscuous women. A woman who will sell her body is a promiscuous woman. All right, fellas, there's no argument to that. All right, any woman that does sex work is a promiscuous woman. I don't care if it's physical, digital, in person, on screen. It does not matter. It's sex work. All right, fellas, and you as a man should have pride to be able to say or to not say I'm dating or I'm in a relationship or I'm married to a sex worker. All right, fellas, this is a moral thing for you as a man, and this is out of like your own self-respect. You know, it's like you hanging out with your boys, like, hey, bro, what's your girl do for work? Oh, shit, yeah, my girl work at a hair salon, bro. She do hair. Oh, really? Hey, bro, what's your girl do for work? Oh, yeah, bro, my girl, she got her little beauty business or whatever. Hey, bro, what's your girl do for work? Oh, my girl, a sex worker. Now, you're not going to use the term sex worker, okay? But because you're not going to even tell them. You're going to make up something. But the fact that you have to make up something because you can't tell your boys that your girl is on OnlyFans, you know? So that's number 6, guys, okay? That was one of the obvious ones, so we're not gonna take too long with that one. All right, fellas. Number 7, running out of board down here. Number 7. All right, fellas. Addictions. Okay, women who have very strong addictions. All right, fellas. Now, this is not a gender specific thing. You shouldn't be friends with men who have very bad and strong addictions. All right, fellas. But women, all right, fellas, do not let these women into your life. Okay, guys, do not invite these women into your life. Okay, guys. It's not even the actual addiction that's the problem. You know, like who knows? Like maybe she's addicted to Pokemon cards. Maybe she's addicted to Pokemon cards. You know, it's the behavior. Okay, guys. Now, I think from my perspective, okay, guys, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but from my perspective, I think all humans are capable of having an addictive personality. Okay, guys, like if you like doing something or something's alluring, you know, or hitting dopamine receptors, you're gonna keep doing it. You're gonna get addicted to it. But when you have women who are addicted to things like partying and drinking and smoking and meds and pills and things like that, gee, you do not don't even have sex with these women. All right, fellas, this is a no go. This is a 100% no go. You don't even hang out with these women, bro. All right, fellas, because I mean, bro, it's too risky. All right, fellas, like what's the point in even wanting to be with a woman like that? All right, fellas, what's the point in wanting to be with a woman like that? What's the point? You know what I mean? Like this shit brings problems. Usually, women who are addicts, they usually, sometimes, in most cases, have financial issues. All right, fellas, and that's another red flag that we're not going to talk about today because it's not on the list. Um, but oh, it actually is on the list. So we could jump to number 8. Okay, guys, we can jump to number 8, and these two are really linked. Okay, guys, because this is the main problem with the addictions. All right, fellas, the main problem is the being horrible with money and having financial issues. Okay, guys, this is why this is bad. All right, fellas, this is why this is bad. The reason why this is bad is because as a man, and remember, guys, we are talking about long-term relationships and dating. Okay, fellas, most of these things you can still smash these chicks, but when it comes to relationships and dating, this is a problem because you are expected to protect and provide for a woman. Okay, guys? So if you're protecting and providing for a woman who has financial issues and who's bad with money, life is going to be like you're taking 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back every day. That's what it's going to be like. Okay, guys? Because the shit that you're pouring into her, it's like you're pouring into a cup with a hole at the bottom. That's basically what it's like, okay? When you're dealing with women that's bad with money. Okay, guys? All right, fellas, you have to understand 80%, 80 to 85% of consumers in the United States are women. Women spend money. All right, fellas, and when they spend money, they spend money. Bro, my girl, I tell y'all, I love my girl, bro. That's why I talk about it so much. Every other day, she has a new Amazon package that comes to the house. All right, fellas. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a very simple person. Like I'm a minimalist. You would say. Like I don't need a lot of stuff. You know, like I don't put pictures up on the wall. I'm very simple. I like everything even tone, black, gray. You know, I'm very simple. You know, and I don't buy a lot of stuff. You know, but even if I did, I couldn't fathom buying as much stuff as she buys. Half this stuff I don't even be knowing what be in the box. Kid you not, half the stuff she don't even be knowing what's in the box. You know, and I think this is most women. Most women are like this, bro. Most women got Amazon subscriptions, Temu subscriptions out the ass, bro. So women are spenders. So that's not really a problem. That's normal, okay, guys. But when you got a woman who's just bad with money, okay, and is addicted to certain things, and all these addictions are pouring into her bad money problems, fellas, you got to stay away from her. She will always invite problems into your life, fellas. Always. All right, fellas. This is something that men don't talk about a lot. All right, guys. They do not talk about enough, should I say. All right, fellas. So do not deal with women who are bad with money and do not deal with women who have addictions. Addictions that I'm talking about now, she's addicted to like anime or something. And every day she come home, she want to hop on the game and play about an hour and a half of anime. That's fine. I wouldn't mind dating a gamer. I think it's kind of cute, you know. I don't need to see it as an addiction. It's more like a hobby. Hobbies ain't bad, but addictions, fellas, and we all know the addictions that I'm talking about. Right? We ain't got to get complicated. Drugs, alcohol, gambling, whatever. The bad stuff. Nahome, what's good, G? Next thing you know, she snatches your credit card. It can happen. All right. There are female versions of Pookie and Ray Ray that will snatch your credit card. All right. They call Felicia and Shanae. All right. So what my boy Nahome had a question. What if she makes a lot of money and or she travels a lot? I mean, traveling is not a problem. That's living a good life. You know? That's living a good life. Ain't nothing wrong with traveling. Now if she's bad with her money, that's different. If she's going into debt to travel, that's different. If she's traveling and she got a bunch of money left over, shit, let her do her. I don't date women who don't travel without me. You know, but anyway, yeah. If she got money to blow, and she got everything else in line, ooh wee. All right, fellas, and I want to be clear when I say this, okay? Y'all let me know if I spelled this shit right. All right, liars. Pathological. Is pathological spelled with an E or A in it? Y'all let me know. A E or A. I've never written the word pathological down before. So it looks weird. I put an A. P-A-T-H-E or A. Y'all let me know. All right. Y'all let me know. Let me know. Let me know, fellas. P-A-T-H-E or P-A-T-H-A. I just need one person. Somebody smart in the chat. Give me some help, fellas. Give me some help. Oh, it's a O. Wow. Crazy. You serious? You serious? Come on, man. All right. Spelling lesson today. Shout out to everybody in the chat who's smarter than me. All right, guys, let's get it. So, number nine red flag, pathological liar. Now, guys, remember I said all of these red flags are put into either one of three categories: either marriage, long-term relationship, which I said can end, or friends with benefits. A woman who's a pathological liar does not deserve either of the three. Okay, fellas. Now you would think that, she's just a liar. I can still smash. She a liar. I can still smash. I mean, I ain't committing to her. I don't really have to trust her. We just smashing. Fellas, that's probably the most dangerous part. All right, guys. You dealing with a woman who gonna tell you that she on birth control when she really not. All right, fellas. You dealing with a woman who tells you that she's clean and she got negative STD tests when she don't. All right, fellas, you do not deal with pathological liars. All right, fellas, and these are easy to spot. Okay, guys, just let women talk. A woman is going to tell you what's true and what's not. Just let her talk. Okay, guys, so if you find any red flags or any cues or any signals of her lying, fellas, just dig it out. Okay, pay attention. I'm not saying investigate or spy on her, but ask her simple questions. Just by simply asking questions, you can find out somebody's a liar or not. All right, fellas. Simple as that. You can find out somebody's a liar or not. I used to date this chick. She was from San Antonio, Texas. But she used to tell me that, her and her family, she used to go to New Orleans all the time, and they used to go to Crawfish Boys because she knew I was from New Orleans. So she thought if she told me she'd go to New Orleans all the time, that would impress me and I would, like her more. I don't know what she was thinking, G. Like, I really didn't care whether or not if she'd been in New Orleans or not. So I don't even know why she was telling me that. But she would insist on telling me. So at some point I kind of had a feeling she was lying about it. And it wasn't even the fact that she was lying about that. It was the fact that, okay, you lying about this so persistently. I'm not even asking you. You volunteering to lie. What else could you be lying about? Okay, guys, because that's the thing about liars. Once somebody lies to you, your radar should go up and you should say, okay, yeah, it probably was a small lie, but what else could they be lying about? Now, the reality is everybody lies. That's the reality about life. Everybody lies. You lie. I've lied before. Everybody watching this lies. So we can't say that everybody's a saint or anybody's a saint. They don't lie. But pathological liars. I'm talking about just lying profusely. Like they just offering lies to you. You ain't even asking them shit. They just lying. Okay, guys. So one day I asked her, I was like, "Oh yeah, you've been to New Orleans." So I asked her about like a famous monument in New Orleans, which is the Riverwalk. So I asked her about the Riverwalk, and this bitch straight up lied to me. Told me, "Oh yeah, we used to go jump in the Riverwalk and swim all the time." I'm like, "Oh yeah, really? You swam in the Riverwalk?" Right by the mall too, right? She's like, "Oh yeah, me and my family we used to always jump in the Riverwalk and you know." I'm like, gee, it's sharks and crocodiles in that water, G. That's the Gulf of Mexico. You did not go swimming in there, you know. I mean the Mississippi River. I mean, but yeah, man, it used to piss me off. But anyway, man, you don't deal with liars, okay? So, like I said, your health can be in danger when you're dealing with pathological liars, guys. Okay, never mind all the petty stuff. I'm talking about big deal, extreme cases when it can get to a woman telling you that it's okay, nut in me. I'm on birth control. No, you're not, stupid, and you believed her. Okay, guys, so it's okay. I haven't had sex since blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, she been doing whatever, and then you catch an STD. All right, fellas. Or it's okay. I'm not in a relationship, or whatever it is. Okay, guys. If you catch a woman consistently lying to you, okay, either about the same thing, about different things, or whatever, you cut her off. You don't have sex with her. You don't marry her. You don't take her seriously. Now, if she tell a little white lie, you know what I mean? If she tell a little white lie, like bro, last week, bro, my girl hid something that was, she hid something from me. She lied to me. She was mad at me. Why would it was something small. It didn't matter. Like it doesn't affect the relationship. Like I even understand. I probably would have lied about it too. I get it. I'm like, shit, yeah, you got me. You feel me? Something small, but I'm talking about the big shit. Okay, guys. So it's okay. You know how women shit test men? You need to test women for this type of shit, bro. Okay, guys, this ain't women versus men. This ain't none of that shit. This is your fucking livelihood and your safety and your health is dependent on this type of stuff. All right, I would tell a woman the same thing, G. If a dude is a pathological liar, no, you don't deal with him. All right, all right. If your girl has a girls' night out or her girl on her girl's birthday, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, man, that's coming. That part's coming. We're gonna talk about that in a second. All right, we got in the chat. I see them big arms and them. Is that a dude, man? That better not be no. Oh, that's a chick. Oh, Nia. Man, I thought that said something else. G, what the hell is going on? That scared me, bro. Bruh, come on now. All right. Anyway, oh, we got a female in the chat. Let's get it. Shout out to Nia Norris. Anyway, number 10. Like I told you guys, I'm going to get a bigger whiteboard where it covers everything so y'all can see better. All right, guys. So moving on, fellas. Red flag number 10. All right, and if you're just joining on, if you just joining the chat, just joining the stream, this is 15 red flags. All right, fellas, we are on number 10. Let me put 15 up here so y'all know where we stopping. We're on number 10. We got about 5 more, 6 more. All right, guys. So anyway, validation seekers. All right, fellas. This is one that a lot of guys forget, and this is one that a lot of guys deal with. Okay, guys, and they actually let this one slip by. All right, fellas. Now, this is one that you can only be with this chick if never. All right, guys, never. You can smash her. She could be in your rotation. You know, her seeking validation, her wanting male attention from men, which is usually going to happen on social media. Okay, we can all agree 99% of the problems that's going to come with these type of women are going to come from social media. All right, fellas. Now it will happen in public too. Women who seek validation will dress provocative and not up to standards of a woman who's in a relationship. So I mean, because they want validation from men, they want men to look at them. They know men are gonna look if they dress a certain way. So you cannot be with these women. Okay, these women, for the most part, are ultimately majority are promiscuous women for the most part. All right, fellas. And this is the thing. I'm gonna give you a couple of rules when it comes to this. Okay. I saw somebody say a point that I'm gonna mention. So I'm gonna jump to it. All right. If you should never let your chick go out dressed provocatively, especially without you. All right, fellas, like that's one of my rules. And this is something that every woman that I deal with has to adjust to when they deal with me because most men don't have this rule, but I do. Okay, if you my chick, if we exclusive and you telling me I don't want you to cheat on me, I don't want you to deal with other chicks, which I probably will. But I don't want you to cheat on me. I want you to be loyal to me. Come home to me. Okay, babe, I'm gonna come home to you. You're gonna be number one. I ain't gonna put no chick over you. So you gotta switch some shit up. Like you gotta dress better. You gotta be presentable. Like I don't want my chick to be out. Somebody, I see a picture of my chick somewhere. She get caught up in some picture and she dressed half naked. Or somebody called me and say they saw my chick out looking like some thought. I don't want none of that. All right, fellas. And like I said, back to when I was talking about number three. Okay, guys, that's a sense of territory that you got to have when you're with your woman. I'm not saying you got to be controlling, but as a masculine man, there's a degree of control that you need to assume with your chick. Okay, guys, most women in today's world do not understand that it is not cool to be dressed like a hoe when you out and you got a man, and it's not their fault. I'm gonna be honest, G, it's not their fault. It's not even feminist fault. I'm gonna tell you whose fault it is. It's the dudes that let them do that shit. Cause he could, bro. I'm telling you, everybody want to blame everybody. I'm gonna tell you whose fault it is. It's the simps' fault. The simps let these chicks go out and do it, and then they leave the simp and get with you, and they expect you to take the same shit. And when you don't take the same shit, they got a problem with it. Why? Because every fucking dude that they dealt with before you allowed that shit. Okay, guys, this is a thing that you need to understand, bro. As a man, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. When I'm out, this may be controversial, but when I'm out and I see a man and he say he with his wife and his wife is dressed like a hoe, I can't respect him, bro. I'm sorry. People may not like it. I know a lot of people these days, they be showing off their wife. They want their wife to be out. They be, taking pictures of their wife ass and posting it on their story. Gee, I ain't on that. Like, I don't know if it's old school. I don't know if it's because I'm Muslim. Gee, I don't know what it is. But I ain't never been okay with that, bro. Even before I just never been okay with it. I don't understand. All right, fellas. So that's the problem in that. It's a territorial thing. As a man, you shouldn't even want that shit, bro. Okay, your woman to be dressed like that. But anyway, I got off topic. When it comes to validation seekers, guys, if you are dating a woman and she has half naked pictures on Instagram, okay, guys, first of all, they ain't your chick. All right, fellas, that's not your chick. All right, guys, that's another rule I got. Any woman that deal with me, look, you can post whatever you want. Okay, guys, you can seek whatever validation you want. You just won't be in a relationship with me, and that may be okay. And now we both happy. You get to post what you want. I ain't got to deal with it. We both happy. You can say, "Well, I don't want a man who." Hey, that's cool with me. We both on the same page. All right, fellas. You should not want other men looking at your girl. All right, fellas. But for the women who are validation seekers, you cannot date these women. Because I'm gonna tell you guys, if you haven't already experienced this, the moment you get into an argument with that woman, the moment you get into the argument with that woman, she will look for validation online. She will post half naked pictures on her story. She will exercise her hypergamy. Okay, guys, and she will look for some validation from other men. okay, guys, to fill that void, okay, guys, that you left open because you argued with her, because, it didn't go her way or whatever it was. Somebody asked my Instagram. My Instagram is the underscore top tier man. The underscore. I think a link for it is in my description. I mean, in my bio. All right. Yeah, you gotta check. Like, man, look, bro, look, just like most other things. Okay, guys, most things that beta men let women do and beta men tolerate. This stuff right here, bro. A lot of guys don't know when they chick is really actively out seeking validation. And I'm gonna give it to you real. This is gonna be very based, very, very based, very based. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, okay? I'm gonna tell you the truth. Anytime your chick posts a half naked picture on Instagram, or she posts a thirst trap or a sexy provocative pictures, it is 99.9% for validation. 100%. Sorry, I said 99.9. It's 100%. It's 100% validation. Why else? Come on, bro. And this is why, bro. This is why. This is why. This is why. I had got invited about a week ago, okay, to go on this podcast, this panel. It's not a real big one. I think they got like 70,000 subscribers, but they invited me on the podcast and they've been watching my channel and they wanted me to come talk about this type of shit right here. And I was like, bro, I can't do it. I can't do it. Because y'all gonna irritate me. Y'all gonna piss me off. I'm not on that type of time. I can't sit there and talk with y'all and y'all still there try to convince me and tell me that y'all post pictures on social media for y'all. You post pictures on social media for all 80,000 in front of all 80,000 of your followers for you. You don't do that for you. You do it for the 60% of your followers that are men that are gonna send you all these dumbass DMs and simp over you. All right, fellas, who do not deal with women who seek validation. Okay, guys. The biggest problem with this is these women are usually promiscuous. All right, for the most part. Not in all cases, but they're usually promiscuous. In most cases. All right. Ooh, 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 ooh. This is a fun one. All right, fellas. This is a fun one. All right, guys. This is for all you guys. Now, look, party girls. All right, fellas. Now, we all know women love to have fun. All right, fellas. Women love to have fun. That is a slogan. I think they made a song. Girl just want to have fun. We understand that, and there is nothing wrong with that. All right, guys. If you're in a relationship with a woman, she is gonna want to have fun. She is gonna want to go out, even if she's a homebody. From time to time, she is gonna want to go out. All right, she is gonna want to have fun. It is what it is. You can't get around it. That's why cliche saying, little dating and relationship advice: never stop dating your girl. Even if y'all just doing little fun stuff around the house, picnics and all that stuff, dude, keep it fun. Be spontaneous. Do a little fun stuff, whatever. Turn all the lights off and play hide go seek. Have fun, whatever you got to do. But party girls, okay? Women who want to go out and party. Now, if she wants to go out and party with you, and she's like, baby, let's go out. Let's go out. Baby, I want to go out. I want to go party with you. I want to go party with you. I want to go out with you. Let's go out. Can we go out? I don't see that as a big problem. The only way that will be a problem is if you don't have time to be partying and you're on your purpose and you got shit to do and you can't be going out every weekend. And she's getting pissed about it because you don't want to go party. That's different. Okay, guys? And that's not really a problem. That's not what I'm talking about. Because if she just want to hang out with you, that's not an issue. Your girl should always want to hang out with you. But if she want to go party all the time, it's like, bro, I ain't got time to be drinking every weekend, chick. Like, sit down one time. The party girl thing is a problem when you have a chick who wants to go out on these girl nights and these girls trips. This is another controversial topic in this whole dumbass men versus women war we got going on. Okay, you got a bunch of beta men and feminists trying to convince men that they should be okay with their main girl partying around a bunch of drunk men, sweaty dudes on drugs, a bunch of degeneracy, and he's supposed to be at home waiting on her to come home at night. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay, guys. So if a chick, I'll be honest, G, I'm gonna be honest. The only reason for these chicks, bro, is friends with benefits. You do not invest in these chicks. All right, fellas. These chicks eventually sleep with a bunch of guys. These chicks eventually getting up in a bunch of degenerate situations and circumstances. So, bro, when I was for the streets, G, when I was in my 20, when I was for the streets, G, I ran through a lot of party girls at the party, G. All right. So and gee, I already know these women were beautiful, and I know they had boyfriends. All right. So I mean, somebody got unlucky that night. I got lucky, but some other dude was unlucky. So don't deal with party girls, bro. I am telling you this from a former F boy. All right, guys. I'm a retired F boy. I claim it. That's why I can teach you guys so much. All right, fellas, about how to not be one. I am a retired former I was the lieutenant F boy of the F boy community, G, and I ran through a bunch of these chicks, bro, and half of them had boyfriends. All right, guys, half of them had their boyfriends on their cell phone backgrounds. G, it's a mess. All right, guys, so don't deal with these women. All right, fellas, these women stay out late. These women got bad friends. These women will cheat on you at some point. All right, fellas. Remember, guys. Remember, guys. This is only for men who want to be the best versions of themselves. This is not for everybody. Okay, guys? That's the disclaimer. This is not for everybody. All right, fellas? Like some guys like, well, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with a woman having male friends? This ain't for everybody, bro. This ain't for everybody. Trust me. It's just not. This is just not. It's not. It's not. Ooh, we. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? All right. So what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna put a big red circle around this one. And I'm running out of room. I have three more. Ooh, fellas. Y'all know, y'all, man, look, I had 33 red flags. I had 33. But I knew I couldn't have time for 33, bro. We're going on 2 hours and I'm just at 12. So I knew I couldn't go through 33. So I literally had to condense this shit with like the worst ones. I had more, bro. I had about like 17. I don't know how many more I had, but yeah, I had to drop it down to 15. Cause now you'd be like, KD, why was this one not number one? You said high body count was the worst one. Why didn't you say single moms first? This is absolutely the worst one, right? And to be honest, it's not the worst one. All right, fellas, it's not. And I'm gonna tell you why. All right. I'm gonna tell you why. Now, y'all know I'm against dating single moms. All right, fellas, 100%. You can smash them, don't take them serious. It's simple as that. All right, guys, you can smash them, don't take them serious. And the reason why you can smash them because if you have experience with single moms, most of them are great in bed. To be frank with you, but this is why it's not as bad as the high body count. Okay, the high body count is worse. If you can't agree, okay, guys, it's worse. The reason why is because with the um, single moms, you can actually like there's circumstances where dating a single mom will be okay, and there's only one circumstance. Obviously, I've said this many times, and I mean, if you guys never heard this, just wait. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you the only circumstance when you can date a single mom. There's only one. Okay, guys, one. It's very rare that you will find it. That's why people don't talk about it. That's why people are like, yeah, whatever, because it's very rare. All right, guys, it's very, very rare. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to erase a lot of this over here because I need room for some examples and stuff. So if you guys gotta screenshot this, do whatever. This is gonna be gone. Y'all can watch it later. Yeah, y'all can watch it live later, man. It don't really matter, man. Y'all good. All right. So number 12, single moms. All right, guys. There's only one circumstance where dating a single mom will be okay. Only one. Now, like I said, this is rare, and I'm gonna write it out for you very clear. All right, guys. I'm gonna write it out very clear. The only time you can date a single mom. Okay. Number one. All right. Now, this is all falling under one category. All right, but this is the things about her. Okay. One is if she only has one child. Now, for the sake of the topic, I'm only talking about this for the sake of the topic, okay? Now, usually you'd be like, well, I ain't dating with no single moms. And the reason why you can say it is because you'll never find this one. But if you do, this would be on the case. The first characteristic is she only has one child, okay? One child. One. Number two, she's a widow, okay, guys? She's a widow. One of the reasons why dating a single mom is so bad is because usually that single mom actively walked out on her family. Okay, like she had a family, she had kid or kids, a man, husband probably, and she said, "This isn't good enough for me. And instead of staying with my family, I'm gonna go out on my own to the streets." So she made a conscious decision to leave that. This is why single moms are so frowned upon. It's like, why couldn't you keep the father of your child? Either why did you leave him, or why would he leave you? For a man to leave the woman who birthed his child, like, why would he? Most men ain't about to just leave. Like, we're probably cheap, but we won't leave. So it's like, why would he leave? So the reason why her being a widow is permissible is because there is no way on earth that she could have probably stopped that dude from dying. She could have been the best woman in the world and had one child with that one man. And also, this is the other thing, so I can finish my point. Okay, she had to have been a virgin. I told y'all it's impossible. She had to have been a virgin before she met that one dude. So in order for you to date a single mom, this is the only way it'll work. Okay, you can smash him, but the only way you can date him or take him serious or marry him is if she had one child. She was a virgin when she met the one dude that she was married to, and the only reason why she's a single mom is because he died and she's a widow. Other than that, G, no single moms. Okay? And you ain't gonna find that anyway. So just no single moms. Don't even think about it. Don't even try to find it because you won't. It's impossible. Okay, I gotta look it up. I gotta do some digging and look up the percentage of women who fall into that category. It's probably very low, very very low. Because usually they probably were a widow and a virgin before they met the guy, but they got 3 kids, or they got one child, was a virgin before they met the dude, but they left the dude, or they're a widow, but they were a hoe before they met the dude and they got one. It'll never work. Okay, guys, but that's the only case. But do not date single moms. Okay, I'll tell you the reasons why. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. One, yeah, single mom math. That's what that was. Okay, guys, I'm the single mom professor of the red pill. All right. So look, first reason. Okay, let me list this out. First one, kids. Okay, those kids ain't yours. All right, and the reason why this is a problem is because more times than not, you cannot discipline those children. Okay, guys, I'm gonna make this simple. It is natural for a man to want to discipline the kids that he is father or the kids that he's responsible for. If you date a single mom or take a single mom serious, even if she tells you, because they will lie to you to get you in because they know men are stupid and easily manipulated. Even if she tells you, no, it's me and you. Those are not your kids. I'm not asking for another father. I'm just asking for a relationship. Gee, no. At some point, hypergamy is going to kick in. She's going to expect you to take a father role, not be the father, but take a father role of those kids. This is natural. Okay, guys, this happens. All right, fellas, this happens. Now, also, another reason why this is bad. This is the point. You can't beat them kids. You can't whoop their ass. For all you softies and snowflakes who say, no, you're not supposed to know. Look, I got my ass whooped. This is why I don't do half the shit people do these days, because I got my ass whooped. Children need their ass whooped. I got little boys. Little boys need their ass whooped, G. I got little boys that run around my house every day. They need their ass whooped from time to time. Sometimes when my son doing something, I just kick him. I just kick him so he can understand you can't do everything you want to do. Okay, guys. So when you dealing with a single mom, you can't do that to her kids, G. You can't. That's her kids. You know, she may let you, but the moment you step out of line, or the moment you don't do what she say, or the moment you piss her off, those are her kids now. When she wants you to help out with the kids, there's gonna be y'all kids. But when it's your turn to discipline them children because they pissing you off and they yelling at you, telling you that you're not their daddy, so you can't tell them what to do, that's her kids, G. In every situation. I've dated single moms before, bro. And this is, oh, bro, don't do it. Okay, another problem. The baby daddy. All right. Kid punch you in the face. You can hit him. I never had any of my single moms' kids hit me. I never had that. Never. I've had them yell at me. Um, never had them hit me. Yeah, but I mean, you can't discipline those kids, man. You can't, you know. So I believe that's gonna affect, and it's gonna sound drastic, but I think that's gonna affect your masculinity, bro. If you got kids in your house that if they decide to disrespect you, you can't discipline them. That is going to affect your masculinity, bro. It's not gonna make you feel like a man. Over time, maybe not the first hit, maybe not the first initial time, but over time, that will affect your confidence. It's like, damn, I can't even be a king in my own house. You know, I can't even tell these motherfuckers to shut up. All right. Next one. Next reason why single moms is a bad idea is baby daddies. Okay, baby daddy problems. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's so much stuff that comes with being a baby daddy, bro. Like, okay, so I give you an example. Okay, I give you an example. If you were dating my child's mom, okay, I would be your worst enemy. You know, because it's like I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, she got her little boyfriend, but that's gonna always be mine. All right, fellas. Like you gotta understand this. Like this is reality. Okay, a lot of y'all be worried about, oh, I'm probably gonna have to fight the baby daddy. I gotta worry about the baby daddy running up and getting jealous or being mad. Gee, that's the least of your worries. Ain't nobody trying to fight you. You gotta worry about the baby daddy smashing every time he come pick up little Kaden. Let me be honest. Cause ain't no way if I'm gonna have kids with a woman and she think that ain't mine for the rest of my life. Y'all gotta understand reality, bro. Once a woman has a kid with a man, it's like if he's some nerd or some geek and she slipped up and she was never originally attracted to him, it's probably a less chance that she gonna end up sleeping with him again or whatever because she's probably repulsed by him. That's the simple reality of it. But if you can like you meet a woman, she a single mom, you meet her baby daddy, the dude's attractive, he's a Chad, and bro, it's like, oh fuck, I got it. Okay. I know he's still smashing. Because most of the time the baby daddy is. All right, fellas, this is what you guys got to understand. And when you get into that situation, you end up in a triangle relationship. Okay. And that's really called being a cuck. Okay, guys? So another reason why you cannot date single moms is you don't want to be a cuck. Okay, guys? And if you don't know what a cuck is, the definition, the word cuck culture, it came from when male birds used to lay eggs and get the female birds pregnant, okay, and then lay the eggs and then leave them for another male egg, a less superior male bird to come take care of the eggs, okay, and nurture the eggs while he go off and spread his seed. All right, you don't want to be that guy, okay? That is a three-way relationship, okay? That is a triangle relationship. The woman's at the top, and then there's you as the cook at the bottom and the baby daddy down there. You're in a triangle relationship, so it's the three of y'all. And I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to nature, okay, I don't really care about societal standards and propaganda and what everybody else in societal norms, bro. I care about nature and reality, results and outcomes. That is all I'm about. I don't care about your feelings. If you're dating a single mom, you're dating another man's woman. Once a woman has a baby by a man, that is that man's woman, whether she wants to or not. That is that. You had a baby. You let a man put sperm in your body and you had a full live human come out your body. That's your man. I mean, you his girl. Like, I don't care what you call it. It may not be technically or on paper, but bro, that's your chick for the rest of your life, G. You had a baby, like this world is so lost, bro, that we forgot natural laws, G. All right. This is why for all of eternity, once a woman had a baby by a man, okay, fellas, if she was not a widow, there was no remorse for her. If she became a single mom, there was no remorse because it's a big deal. All right, fellas, but never mind that. All right, guys, never mind that. A few reasons why um you shouldn't date single moms. I'll give you another reason. Victim mentality. All right, fellas. Most single moms have victim mentalities. All right, fellas. Most single moms feel that the world is oppressing them. Most single moms play the blame game. And the problem with this is this will reflect on her children as well. All right, fellas. The single mom that I dated for 6 years, God, and I'm not even gonna lie and say it's the worst 6 years of my life. It was great. It was fun. And that's what single moms is. It's usually a lot of fun. But there's a lot of problems that come with it. Okay, fellas, a lot of problems. She had a very, very bad victim mentality. Her kids did as well, and they got it from her. All right, fellas, nothing was her fault. Her kids as well. Nothing was their fault as well. All right, fellas. And when that's not your children, you do not have a say so as far as how their mind frame is constructed and is programmed. All right, fellas. I don't care how many daddy or stepdaddy daughter or stepdaddy son dates you done took them on. You are not their father. At the end of the day, they have a father who is probably programming them more than you. All right, fellas. So it's a losing battle. It's all these people try to make concessions and try to make it right and come up reasons why it will be okay. And people try to influence men that dating single moms is okay, and you're a noble man, and you are, attribute to society from taking in some woman who made some bad decisions, bro. It's for the birds, G. Okay, it's the reason why you have to convince people to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a reason why you need to convince people to do it because they know it ain't good. There's a reason why it's an argument and a topic. Okay, guys. Like that's what people don't understand. Every time I see one of these like podcasts or panels about people arguing whether or not dating single moms is the right thing to do or not, I always ask, why are we even arguing about it? The fact that you even arguing about it means that it's obviously not right. It's just a bunch of people trying to make it okay and trying to convince men that they should do it. And usually it's only the single moms. Because if you tell a bunch of men or every man in the world that dating single moms is not good, then it doesn't help them. Like if I'm a single mom, I wouldn't want you going around telling all the attractive men not to date single moms. That leaves me out the game. So of course they're gonna convince you. All right, fellas. So you don't date single moms. All right, fellas. Yes, he already reached the finish line. You know what dating a single mom is like? Dating a single mom is like if me and you went to the car dealership, right? I was like, hey, G, I'm gonna buy you a car. And we get to the car dealership, and I go up, I sign the papers, I put my little signature on it, I pick out the car, It's like I want that one, I want the red one with the rim, I want the 20s on it, I want the sunroof. What else I want? I want the carbon fiber. Yeah, I want the alloy rims. I want all that. You say bucket seats, leather. You want leather bucket seats? Yeah, for my boy. We want white seats too. We want white leather bucket seats. All right. Then we go get the car. All right. We go get the car. And when we go get the car, I say, you know what, G? You can't drive the car unless I don't feel like driving the car or I'm asleep or something like that. But it's my car, but it's gonna go on your credit, and you're gonna put the down payment down, and you're gonna make the payments. You know what I'm saying? I can just drive it whenever I want. You can drive it too, but whenever I ain't using it. You feel me? Yeah. But it's your car, G. But I own it, but it's on your credit, but it's in my name. You feel me? That's what it's like, G. You sitting there like, what the fuck? And that's how I look when somebody say you should date a single mom. I'm like, what the fuck do I get out of this? Literally, like I don't like to call women leftovers. I would never call a woman a leftover. Like that's demeaning. That's derogatory. Like that's you a person. But at the same time, I'm getting another man's leftovers. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, it is what it is. So it's like that is the biggest and highest honor you can give a man is a kid. You know what I mean? I remember we lived at a point in time to where a woman wouldn't have a kid with a man who wasn't worthy, bro. But now they just throwing them bitches out to anybody. So it's like if you gave him, especially the women who, and fellas, look, let me tell y'all this, bro. If you ever date a single mom, bro, don't ever let a single mom make you wait for sex. All right, I'm gonna be honest, bro. There are some women who are valuable, who have preserved their bodies. Okay, guys, and been disciplined and that value their own bodies. And those are the women who can say, you know what, I'm gonna make him wait 3 dates. And I'm the type of dude I'd be like, you know what, that makes sense. You've been taking care of yourself. You only got a few bodies on you. You've been, you got your spirituality right. You're a good quality woman. You can be an asset to my life. I'll wait 3 dates. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't pressing. I done smashed enough chicks on the first date. I'll wait 3 dates. It ain't no problem for me. You know what? You might be my wife one day. I'll wait 3 dates. Because I'm gonna be honest, if I slept with you on the first date, I ain't gonna want to wait 3 dates. I mean, I ain't gonna want to marry you if I slept with you on the first date. You automatically disqualify. But if you ever get a single mom that give you a rule and make you wait, bro, you gotta let her know up front. You check her at the door, like, look, mama, I'm sorry, I don't. That ship is already sailed. All that what Killmonger say? All that challenge shit over. All that. I had a single mom try to do that to me, but I remember I met her at a bar. And we linked up, got a number, and she gonna hit me with, oh, I don't sleep, I don't have sex on the summer. I'm like, gee, you got a whole 3 kids by 2 different dudes. How you gonna tell me anything? You know? But it is what it is. But anyway, long story short, don't date single moms. All right. Let's move on. All right. Number 13, guys. This one's going to be a little controversial, okay? I've got into scuffles with women about this, but it is what it is. It is what it is, my friend. Single women over 30. All right, guys? Now, some of you guys, I bet half of you guys were like, what the hell is he talking about? What's wrong with single women over 30? All right? I'm not talking about single moms. Not the moms, not the ones with the kids. I'm talking about the ones without the kids. Obviously, the ones with the kids, I don't care how old they are. No. But the ones with the kid without the kids, single moms over 30, guys. Oh man. This is the thing, fellas. This is the thing. There are certain checkpoints in a woman's life that she has. Okay, and a man's too, but in a woman's life. And some of them are very critical to you. Okay, guys. If a woman makes it to the age of 30, especially if she's beautiful. Gee, if she's beautiful, if she's an 8, 9, or 10, and she has made it to the age of 30 without being married or in a long-term committed relationship, she for the streets, G. She for the streets. Like, G, this is nature. Okay, fellas. A woman's, and I'm not a woman, so I can't speak for this, but I have women in my family and I know what they were taught. And they were taught that marriage is a priority for a woman. Okay, guys. And this is something that, happens a lot in the women versus men argument. So I don't want to jump into that and I don't want to look like I'm jumping into that. Because this is a topic, it may seem like I'm on that, but I'm not. What I'm saying is you got to be aware of this, bro. Alarm should go off in your head is if you find a woman over 30 and she's still single, the question you need to ask yourself is why are you single? Why are you still? You're gorgeous. Why are you still single? You do not know how many men throw themselves at women per day, and the fact that you have made it 30 years, and the best answer that you could come up as far as to why you are single is because it's by choice. No, it is not. Okay, guys, it is not by choice. Trust me. You know how it's not by choice? Every woman that I've heard say that they are still single by choice, the moment that they found the man who they deemed worthy, they were ready to rush into a relationship. None of these women are single by choice, fellas. You have to stop believing these dumbass lies. Okay, fellas. There are a lot of, and this is really you understanding the red pill, intersexual dynamics, understanding female nature, and understand that women ultimately, most women want to be in a relationship, and that's what they desire. Now, if they don't have the skills to be in a relationship, they may feed that void with sex and have sex with a bunch of fucking men and get that intimacy void through that because they haven't been trained to be patient and to learn basic communication skills and basic relationship skills to be able to hold a man down. So instead of doing that, they run the streets looking and looking and looking and running through a bunch of men, getting their heart broken a bunch of times. Gee, that's what usually happens with men who cross this fucking age and they still single. Now, if she got married at 22 and then she got divorced at 31 and you caught her after that divorce, I mean, shit, she probably don't fall in this category because she was actually married. But if she has gotten to this age and has never found a partner, I hate that word, but she has found that age and has never found somebody to marry her. All right, fellas, there's a problem there. Now I'm not saying in all cases it's a problem. All right, fellas, not in all cases, but in some cases it is. In most cases it is, by the way. All right, guys. The biggest thing with this, all right, fellas, I saw somebody say age discrimination. Okay, well, how about this? You talk about age discrimination. Why don't you treat a 6-year-old the same way you treat a fucking 36-year-old? Okay, if a 36-year-old man came up and punched you in the face, what would you do? You would punch him in his fucking face back. But if a 6-year-old kid punched you in the face, 9 times out of 10, you probably won't punch that kid. And if you say you'll punch that kid, your ass is going to jail. There'll be no talk about, oh, the kid punched me. He's fucking 6. Okay, so age is, you discriminate people because of their age. Okay, you have to be realistic. I'm not going to treat a 21-year-old man the same way in business that I would treat a 51-year-old man. The 51-year-old man has 30 plus years of experience over that 21-year-old man. The 21-year-old guy may be very skilled and talented, but when it comes to competency and skill, I'm going to probably go with the older guy. Okay, guys, so you got to understand, when a woman goes from this age to this age and stays single, there's a lot of shit that happens in those 12 years. A lot of shit that happens in those 12 years, guys. And if you want to be blue pilled and beta and say, oh no, she was just looking for herself and exploring and finding herself, because that's what they tell you. That's what they tell you. They've been looking for themselves, exploring, finding themselves. No, G, they've been looking, finding, and exploring a bunch of dick. In most cases, not in all cases, but in most cases. So there's a lot of shit that's going to come with that. Okay, guys, one of the things is she might develop a high body count over the time. And the problems that come with that is her mind is going to be fucked up about men, bro. Fucked up. Most women who are over the age of 30 and still single, they're jaded when it comes to men. They don't trust men. They don't believe in men. They think they're equal to men. They're usually feminists. Bro, I'm telling you, do not do it. If you are, now, you may say, what if I'm 40? Okay, and I don't want to date young. I don't want to date 25. I want somebody who I can have more common interests with, maybe in the 30 and up range. Gee, that's fine. You just need to understand this is one of the ones that you can date them if you want to. I'm not telling you can't. I just want to warn you of the problems that come with women 30 and up and still single. Bro, they've been through a lot of fucking men. Most of them. Okay, guys, you can't make it from 18 to 30 and not have been through a few fucking men. Okay, guys, and it's usually a few alpha men, a few Pookie and Ray Rays and Chads, big scary men with muscles that have been throwing them around. All right, fellas. Now I'm gonna say, I think I saw somebody say it. My advice to you, if you are 40, bro, date young. Date young. Okay, date young. Date them young. 25, 26, date them young. Okay, less bodies, less experience, less problems, less trauma. Okay, guys, this is something men need to get back to being honest about. Something your old heads should have told you. The younger the younger the woman, the better. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. People don't like this. Women understand the older the fucking man, the better. Why everybody got a problem when men say the younger the woman, the better? So if all the younger women want older women, how the fuck can we not date younger women? This shit don't make sense. It just don't make sense. The younger the better, G. I'm gonna be honest with you, all right? I don't date women older than me anymore. I think my girl is like 6 years younger than me. I think. She like, just 6 years younger than me, I think. All right, we're on number 14. We getting there, fellas. We getting there. Oh, and actually we did we already skip one? Yeah, I think we jumped to one. Or did we skip one? Oh. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys for sticking in. And whoever's been watching, who's ever been watching the stream for the whole 2 hours, I appreciate you for sticking in. And if you're here, please like the stream while you're in, guys. Like the stream. All right, fellas. Y'all ready for number 14? You guys ready? Jealous women. All right, fellas. Now, a couple of disclaimers about this one, okay, guys? And this is you understanding the red pill. All right, fellas. Women are solipsistic by nature, okay, meaning they're highly fucking selfish. That's how women are, okay, guys. If you guys don't know what this word means, all right, there's a word that starts with an H, ends with a Y. It's called hypergamy. If I can describe hypergamy, like if hypergamy was a person, it would be a woman, a very beautiful woman with long blonde hair, blue eyes, and she would be a selfish bitch because that's what hypergamy is. Hypergamy is selfish. Hypergamy thinks about me, okay? Me. What is going to help me survive? What is going to help my kids survive? What is going to have the likelihood of me having a better future? And I'm going to pick a man based on that. That's what hypergamy is. So women are jealous by nature because once they find a man, they get possessive, kind of like men, territorial, and they want to keep the man. They don't want any other woman on the man. It's cliche saying. Women want to know that other women want you, but they don't want you fucking other women. Okay, guys, if you've been with enough women and you have enough game and you've been in the game long enough, you understand that your girl wants to understand and wants to know that you can still get other women, but she don't want you fucking other women. It's a weird fucking theory, dude. It's weird. It's like, so you basically telling me you want all these women to flirt with me, but you don't want me to flirt with them back. Oh, I see. You bitches really are crazy, okay? So, but if you got a woman who's overly jealous, okay, guys, and I'm gonna give you some clear, classic, basic signs of an overly jealous woman. All right. Now I'm gonna give you something that's not considered as overly jealous that can happen that you can get confused with jealousy or overly jealous. Like let's say you riding in the car with your woman, like that story I told y'all when the chick punched me in the car. Now let's say rewind that story. Let's say if she would just look at my phone, ask who was Brittany, and then got a little attitude about it because the chick named Brittany text me. That's normal. That's a normal, healthy level of jealousy. That's my chick. Some other chick texted my phone. She saw it. She didn't make a huge deal about it. She didn't go crazy. She didn't punch me in my face, but she still had a problem with it. That's normal. Okay, guys? It's normal for your girl to care and to kind of look in the corner of her eye and see who you texting. That's normal. If she don't do that, she don't fuck with you like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. But if you got a woman going through your phone while you're in the shower, going through your phone while you sleep. Now, all women do this shit. I'm gonna be honest. All women go through your phone. Hell yeah. G, if you think your girl don't go through your phone, G, if she don't, it's because you got a lock on it. But if she got the password, and sometimes they got it, but you don't know that they got it. All right. But anyway, I think that was normal. But extreme stuff, okay, fellas. Checking receipts. Okay, guys, checking like other things, stalking your social media page, creating fake social media profiles. Okay, fellas, spying on you, dropping air tags in your backpack, all these things, guys. All of these things. You make eye contact with a woman in public and she get mad and she start yelling at you. Gee, do not deal with jealous women. They will be a distraction and a headache. Okay, guys, and a distraction and a headache. All right, fellas. So it is okay for a woman to be jealous. Like I said, women want to know that you can get women, but they don't want you actually going to get the women because you're hers. All right, fellas. But guys, don't deal with jealous women, guys. They will be a pain in the ass. They will stalk you. You will never be able to get work done because it'll be unlimited 21 questions all the time. Worried about where you at, your whereabouts, what you doing, who you with, what you ate, who you was eating with. All right, fellas, I dealt with a chick like that, guys, and it was a headache. Non-stop problems every day, all day. I couldn't go anywhere, G. Anywhere. All right, fellas, anywhere. And I'm telling you guys, oh, I just want to cover something, man. I had somebody a guy DM me on Instagram. Yeah, somebody else, y'all keep asking me to keep the live stream up, bro. It's gonna stay up, G, I promise. Guarantee you. All right. So after it's done, it's gonna be on my channel, but it's not gonna be in the video section, I believe. So actually, when it's done, it will be uploaded immediately. The only thing that won't be uploaded immediately is the live chat, like the messages, the actual live messages. Those will be uploaded in 24 hours. But the video, the stream, this will be uploaded immediately after the stream. All right, fellas. So if you gotta run, if you're working, you're doing something, you gotta go live with your lady. Hey, bro, you can watch this later. Or you and your lady can watch me together. Whatever y'all want to do. She probably ain't gonna want to watch this one because she probably got one of the red flags. All right, but jealous women. All right, fellas, jealous women. Oh, anyway, a DM on Instagram. Had a guy DM me on Instagram. He was like, bro, so I asked my girl, this was him telling me. He was like, I asked my girl to give me her password for her phone. And she said the only way she'll give me her password is if I give her my password. Basically, she was like, you ain't about to get my password unless I get yours. All right, fellas, I'm gonna tell you this, fellas, that is a red fucking flag. All right, guys, that is a red flag. Some people may argue, well, if you're asking her to give up her access to the sexual marketplace, why she can't ask you to give up your sexual access to the marketplace? I'm gonna tell you why it's a red flag, G. And this is from experience. Okay, guys, check this out. If a woman really rocks with you, bro, and she really want to be with you, and she really like you or whatever, bro, and she respect you and she look up to you, if you ask her for her password, she will be damned if she turn around and give you that ultimatum. Okay, because she respect you too damn much. All right, fella, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna give you the honest truth because I've dealt with both sides of the coin. I've been with a woman who didn't respect me, and I tried that cell phone password shit, and she hit me with the ultimatum. She was like, "Yeah, I give it to you, motherfucker, but you better give me yours because this ain't no one-sided thing." I was like, that shit ain't even make me feel good. I was like, bitch, I don't even want no more. Then I was with a chick, which I'm with right now, and I told her, hey, you gotta give me. She like, hey, boom, here you go. Never even thought to ask me for mine. You know what I'm saying? That's real respect. Some of y'all like, well, shouldn't it be equal both ways? I'm not gonna get into that today. All right, it's not what the topic is about. But I just wanted to say, don't ever, bro. If a woman, you tell a woman, and she said, well, y'all, we not equal, we not partners. I'm your man. I protect you. I want to know your whereabouts. You don't need to know where I'm at all day. Don't worry about where I'm at all day. As long as I'm coming home, I'm protecting you and whatever. If she respect you, she'll listen. She'll be like, well, this motherfucker right. If she don't respect you, you're going to get a lot of kickback. Because a lot of guys be like, well, shit, that'll never work. It's because the woman don't respect you like that. Gee, it worked for me. All right, it worked. It works if she respect you. All right, fellas. That's how you know if you should take it serious. If you can make that request or demand, however you want to pull it, and she submit to it. All right, guys. Now I ain't telling you go run up to your chick and be like, bitch, give me your goddamn phone. Because KD said it. If he said you don't give it to me, you don't respect me. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you gotta know what type of chick you with. All right. If you plan on taking this woman serious and she wants you to protect and provide for her, she wants you to take care of her, the least she can do is give you her damn password. The least she can do. So you want me to bust my ass, risk my life every day, blood, sweat, and tears for you, make sure everything good, and you can't give me the password to your phone? Nah. But anyway, jealous women, guys, don't do it. All right, fellas, we on the last one. All right, fellas, we're on the last one, and after this one, guys, we're gonna have a question and answer. Okay, guys, question and answer, Q&A. After this one, fellas. All right. Now, the reason why this one is last is because it's not that big of a deal. Okay, guys, it's not that big of a deal to some guys. All right, fellas, and that's tattoos, piercings, and colored hair. All right, fellas, it's the last red flag, and it sounds petty. You know, some guys don't care about this type of stuff. One of my good friends, he's like this. He's a chill dude, real chill dude, and like this is the type of chicks he like. He like goth girls. Y'all know what goth girls are. Y'all know those girls. They got real pale skin. I don't know if it's because of makeup or the bitches don't go in the sun. I don't know what it is, but all of them pale as hell. like white, like this board. Black lipstick, black hair, fishnet stockings, tattoos, black, you know, nail polish, piercings. He liked those type of chicks. And he a good dude, like he a high value dude. Like I'm talking about guys shit together, bro, in shape, all this stuff, good with women. But that's just his flavor. Like that's his flavor. Everybody got a flavor when it comes to women. Like my flavor, I like, you know, clean skin, fair skin, Latinas, short. He liked the goth girls. So some men, some men, they like this, you know. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. Tattoos, piercings, color hair, bro. These are all signs of women who either love to mutilate their bodies or don't really care about their appearance and don't want to look feminine. All right, guys. And like I said, this isn't a big deal, but I've seen, usually women who have this persona usually got like mental issues, bro. Not really. It's not concrete. I haven't found any, scientific data to back this. This is just from experience from what I saw. Like any woman who loves to just put piercings all over her body and her face, like it's like, yeah, man, it's a hit or miss. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to you. I'll call you GB because I can't say your name. But yeah, they're rebellious. Usually women like that, they're outliers. They're very rebellious. They don't like authority. Um, yeah. So yeah, I mean, this one ain't really a red flag. I actually got a better one, and this one was actually gonna be the bonus. All right, fellas, but this one's gonna be the last one. All right, guys. Like I said, I had 33 of them, bro. So I dropped a lot of them off the list. Last one's daddy issues. All right, fellas. And when I say daddy issues, I mean for taking women seriously. Now you can smash a woman with daddy issues. All right, it won't hurt at all. Like you won't even know. And usually the women with daddy issues be the best ones for friends with benefits. That's a tip. All right. But when it comes to long-term relationships and marriages, women with daddy issues, um, I mean, bro, they're never a good deal, bro, because one of the biggest problems that I've had with women with daddy issues, and when I say daddy issues, I mean like women who either had an absent father, meaning their father wasn't in their life, or they don't have a masculine father. Like their father's very feminine. He probably was a beta. The woman, the wife or the mother ran the household, so he was like a weak dude. So her idea of a man or masculinity is warped, like it's fucked up. So the moment you check her, you tell her about herself, she's not gonna understand. Like you got two. Let's say you got two different chicks, right? You got when both of them look the same. You got one woman who was raised by her dad, and she was raised with a masculine father figure in her household, whether it was just her dad or her mom and her dad. And she watched her mom and her dad communicate in their relationship, and she watched her dad be the leader in the family. And she watched when the dad say, "Everybody be quiet." Everybody got quiet, and she realized that that's a normal thing. And then you got another woman who didn't grow up with a father, grew up with a weak father, and she never got used to masculine authority. So the moment a man raised his voice at her, or the moment a man checked her, it was like a shock because she's not used to it. Okay, guys, this is like one of the reasons why I'm so hard on my son is because when he gets older, when he gets masculine authority, let's say he goes to the military or whatever he does, I want him to not be shocked by masculine authority. Even if he doesn't do any of that stuff, I want him to understand that life is hard. So with the women with daddy issues, bro, when you involve yourself with those women and then you try to correct them or assume the masculine role in that relationship, is gonna be pushback. She's gonna fight you back, bro, 100%. Okay, guys, she's not going to adhere to your creed. It's going to be much harder for her to get on your program. Now, not in all cases, okay? Now, the reason why a woman has daddy issues, whether her dad left or whether her mom kicked him out or whether he died, that's not really the point. It's the fact that she has the daddy issues. Remember, I said we only talk about results and outcomes, okay? Never mind her story. That's not your problem. The problem is the fact that she has the daddy issues. Now, you can go ahead and be her therapist and work her through it, but you're going to waste a lot of time, energy, and resources trying to fix this woman. The best you can do, okay, is advise that she go seek therapy if these daddy issues are causing a problem, or you just not deal with her. All right, fellas, one or two. If you really like her, shit, advise her to a therapist, but you don't try to be her therapist. All right, guys, you let her fix that shit on her own because that's not your problem. That was her daddy's problem. All right, guys, so do not deal with women with daddy issues. Another big thing about women with daddy issues is they usually have this. Okay, fellas, my perfect handwriting. BPD. And if you don't know what BPD is, BPD, bipolar disorder. Most women with daddy issues have bipolar disorder. All right, fellas. Most of them do. All right. Most of them will be nice as hell. And the moment you piss them off, they will flip the script. Okay, guys? Most of them will front and fake. Most women with daddy issues throw temper tantrums. Okay, guys? And there's many forms of temper tantrums. When you tell a woman something that she don't like, let's say she want to wear something. She want to wear like a halter top and she got big ass titties and her titties all out. You like, gee, you ain't going out like that. Not without me, especially. You tell her something, and you tell her why she ain't going out like that, and you don't take women serious who dress like that. Gee, she gonna have a tantrum if she got daddy issues. Remember, she's not used to masculine authority, so when you tell her something, you can't wear that. It's like, what the fuck? You can't tell me what to do. She got a temper tantrum. It may be passive, it may be aggressive, it may be something like fighting or yelling back or talking back, or it may be simply, being rebellious and going and doing it anyway, or it may be simply her being passive and posting some meme or some indirect reference about you on social media. It's a lot of that. So you gotta understand, bro. Women with daddy issues, bro, usually they're like children, bro. Most of them are very promiscuous. Okay, guys, because they never had that direction. Okay, when you just raised by your mom, man or woman, it's a lot of shit you can do. Okay, guys, I have children. It's a lot of things my sons can do when it's just their mom with them or when it's me and their mom with them. There's a lot of boundaries that are had or that are made when I am there. There's more discipline, there's more structure. So when you go your whole childhood without your daddy, there's a lot of shit that's going down. Gee, I was a little boy. I didn't grow up with my daddy. Gee, I was into it all. Gee, I was a Oh, bro, I was out there, and that one of the reasons why is because I didn't have like that father figure over me. Now I had my uncles, but most of the time I wasn't with my uncles every single day. I was with my uncles for mostly in the summer, mostly during holidays, on the weekends. But when it came to like school days, gee, it was me and my mom. So it was a lot of shit I was doing. I was getting in trouble. Couldn't nobody tell me. I knew that I wasn't gonna get a whooping until the weekend because that's the next time I'm gonna see my uncle. So it's Monday. I'm like, yeah, that shit. I ain't about to get my ass beat till Saturday. I'm good. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of shit I can do. So, like I said, women with daddy issues usually don't have a lot of structure. Okay, they're usually promiscuous, usually have bipolar disorder, a lot of other things. All right, fellas, a lot of things. So, guys, if you guys were not here, I erased most of this stuff, but the live stream is still going to be up. I appreciate you guys for spending how long? 2 hours and 30 minutes with me today. This probably is actually the longest live stream we did. I think this was the longest. The other one, I think I ended at about 2:15. Okay, this one's pushing 2:40 right now. But yeah, guys, the stream will be uploaded, and I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow, we will be having, let's see, tomorrow I will be posting a members only video. All right, guys. Members only. If you have not checked out the perks for the membership, just go into the membership tab. Also, a link for it is in this description of this video. All right, guys. In the membership, you will be getting exclusive members only videos, members only live streams, and members only badges. All right, fellas. Now, if you are a member, I have some more perks coming in the future. But for right now, those are the current perks. I don't know if you guys have noticed inside the live stream, I do have a few members. Anybody who has the black star or the white star with the black background, that's a members only badge. All right, fellas. So you guys can go subscribe to that. Also, Don't forget the free testosterone booster guide. You will be on my email list, and I will be sending you some valuable information. But you will get 13 natural ways to boost your testosterone. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I hate announcements, man. I hate it. What else we got? Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if y'all noticed the new logo. I was playing around with some stuff. I came up with this. I like it. I actually really like it. I stared at it for about 10 minutes. Um, then I had to convince myself to like it because I got OCD, man. So I take me a while to like stuff. I got to look at it for a long time. But anyway, these shirts will be on the website probably tomorrow. So I have t-shirts, hoodies, and caps, all with the logo on it. All right, fellas, those will be on the website. Another thing too is the fragrances. All right, guys, I got some cool bundles on the site with the fragrances that you guys can go check out. All right, the link is in the description of the video for that as well. And other than that, man, I don't have anything else, guys. All right, if you guys don't have any other questions, all right, fellas, we're gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and erase this off the board, just in case I need to use the board for some questions. And I hope you guys are taking notes. I hope that if you are in a long-term relationship with any of these women or any of these type of women, fellas, general rule, okay, guys, general rule. All right, general rule. I'm gonna give y'all some rules. All right. All right. If you're considering a woman for a relationship, before you get into a relationship, you need to vet her for a year and a half to 2 years. All right, guys, properly vet a woman. All right, fellas, I'm going to do another live stream. Actually, you know what we're gonna do next Saturday, guys? Let me know if y'all want to do a live stream about how to vet a woman, like how to vet a woman out. Because I mean, you need 2 years to do this. You need 2 years to try to figure out if a woman is wife material or not. Shit is not gonna happen in 3 months. It's not gonna happen in 6 months. It's not gonna happen in 10 months. It's not gonna happen in a year. A woman can fake. Okay, guys, you have to exhaust her imitation. You have to exhaust it out and get the real her. So you have to put her in different situations. You need to test her. You need to put her in situations like if let's say you lost all your money, or let's say you got in a lot of trouble, or let's say you got arrested. Let's say you need to put a woman through situations. You need to see if she will stick with you through the thick and thin. So you must vet her for 1 to 1.5 to 2 years. The reason why this is related to the topic is because some of these red flags you will not find out until a year from now. All right, fellas. Some of them are obvious. Like if she's a single mom, it's an obvious one. You know that right off the bat. Okay, guys. But sometimes you don't know if she has money problems or she's bad with money until 6 months down the line. Okay, guys. And sometimes you don't know that she's a pathological liar until 2 years down the line. So some of these red flags you need to vet her out to look for. Okay, guys. And if you make it to the 2 year mark and she clears it, and let's say she only got one of those red flags, let's say she got a bunch of tattoos and you can deal with the tattoos, you can go ahead and put a ring on it, G. All right, don't do it in America. Don't sign them papers, but you go ahead and put a ring on it. All right, guys. But you have to vet a woman for 1.5 to 2 years. Okay. All right. Now, like I said, guys, if a woman has some of these red flags, there are solutions for this because I would be a hypocrite to say that people can't change and people can't evolve and people can't get better. As top tier men, we all understand one of the reasons why we're watching this stream today and we do self development is because we have mistakes, defects, and negatives about us that we want to improve. So we can't say that women can't do the same. But if a woman has three or more of the red flags that I explained, three or more, you do not even look her way. Okay, guys. Now, if she has one of them, maybe she has daddy issues and she might need to go to therapy because that is something that you can heal from. Okay, guys. Most people in today's world have a case of daddy issues because most people grew up grown up in single family households or single mother households. So, I mean, Most people need that type of help, self-development therapy. So if she has one or two of them, that's fine. But if she has three or more, bro, all right, guys, that's too much. There's too many problems that come. It's too much stuff to have to fix. It's too much baggage that you don't have time for. Okay, too much baggage that you don't have time for. Number three rule. Okay, guys. So vet her for a year and a half to 2 years. If she has three or more red flags, that is a no. All right, guys. That is a no. All right, fellas. And one thing I want you to understand. All right, fellas. And this is the reality about this. Because when you watch a video like this or you watch a stream like this, especially if you're a younger guy and you haven't really been out in the dating market, all right, fellas, then you will get look at some of this red pill content and get scared and be like, "Fuck this! I ain't never getting married. I ain't never dealing with women. Forget this." All right. The fact about it, guys, is no woman is perfect. So that's why I always have the three or more rule. She has three or more of those red flags and no. But no woman is perfect, G. So you're not if you're looking for a woman who doesn't have any signs of any of these red flags, then bro, you're gonna be in trouble, bro. All right, you're gonna be in trouble. You're never gonna be able to find a woman because none of these women are perfect. All right, guys, none of these women are perfect. The women you marry probably is gonna have maybe one or two of these red flags, but you as the man, you're gonna have to get that shit out of her. Like I said, bro, if you've been in the game, you know that your main chick, in order for a woman to get to the position of your main chick, you're gonna have to build a bitch. Like from the ground up. Cause most of these chicks, none of these chicks are coming to you right, bro. None of them. They all of them got issues that you gonna have to get out of them and teach them. That's how it go. I'm not saying be their therapist or their daddy, but you gonna have to be a leader and show them the right way. Cause a lot of them been led astray by simps and feminism. All right. So let's answer some questions. I think we got yeah, we're gonna answer some questions, guys. All right, so let's see. The home had a question: how long to determine if she would be a good mother to your kids? Uh, I mean, about 2 years, man. To be honest, 2 years, because you're gonna be able to. Because in that time, in that 2 year time, you're gonna be able to see her emotional control or lack thereof. You're going to be able to see her spending habits, and her financial discipline. All of these things have to do with raising children. You're going to be able to see her temperament, which has a lot to do with her emotional control. You're going to be able to see how nurturing she is, how careful she is, how attention to detail she is. You're going to be able to see her interact with children at from time to time, so you'll know how she views and feels about children. The conversation of children is going to come up. So you guys, and the biggest thing about knowing whether or not she's going to be a good mother is whether or not she wants to get on your program. All right, that's the thing. Okay, whether or not she wants to get on your program, and this is what I understood from having children. If she is not willing to get on your program, a lot of the a lot of the decisions that you need to make for your children, if she can't get on your program, it's going to be a problem. Okay, let's say you don't want your children to go to public school and you want your children to be homeschooled. If she's not willing, and you have significant reasons for that, if she's not willing to get on your program and she wants the kids to go to public school and she don't want to get on your, bro, it's going to be a problem. Especially if you got significant reasons. All right, fellas. So about 2 years. All right. Shout out to Bill. Welcome to the top tier elite membership. What's up, G? My boy. Yeah, so anyway, speaking of the membership, tomorrow we will be doing a members only video. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a real good one. All right, guys. It's not gonna be a live. It's gonna be an actual video, so y'all can watch that one 100 times anytime you want. Next Saturday, okay. Next Saturday, um, we may talk about how to vet a woman out. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe something a little bit more interesting, guys. All right. Remember, especially my members. All right, fellas. If you guys have any topics you guys want me to talk about, y'all can DM me on Instagram if you are a member, or you can drop it in the comments on any video and just put in a video request. Members get video request priority. I have a lot of videos um, that I have to do based on requests. But if a member comes in and requests a video, that gets pushed to the top of the list, 100%. All right, guys, and that's just that's my thanks for simply supporting the channel. But next week we're gonna have a really great topic. All right, guys. As far as the live tomorrow, we will be having a few more videos for you guys. But anyway, man, I'm gonna let y'all get to y'all night. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the time, guys. All right, man. Y'all pay attention, man. Y'all don't be letting these women fool y'all out here, man. All right, y'all be good, man. Hey, shout out to Bill for joining the membership, baby. I think I'm gonna go give me a workout in. I got some time. Go give me one in. Yeah, let's get it. I'm gonna go give me one in.